Baby, what's in there wine? I feel sexy as fuck. I see why y'all like wine.
What I'm on here for about is Queen Sheba.
Play that louder now, because we don't get to hear that often. Say it louder. I think you are very open-minded about a lot. I think you haven't had an opportunity to experience a conservative relationship. Hold on. And if and when you do, come back and talk to me. Yeah.
What you don't realize is that you don't listen, man.
I don't have to. You're not my daddy.
Bro, I don't want to talk about it.
You just said I'm gonna talk about
Kill it. I get angry. Bro, I don't want to.
I don't want to talk about it. We just make some folks angry tonight. I decided I am going to do something a little bit different in 2025. We standing on business. Now, listen, Palace. Welcome, Aunt Debbie. Welcome, day ones. Welcome. Like they say in the Black Baptist Church, you are welcome. You know what? I want to give a shout out to Somali Queen. I don't think she gets enough recognition across these YouTube streets for what she does behind the scenes. Somali Queen, girl, you're a rock star. And I want to love you out loud tonight. And if you know, you know. Somali Queen, you are a true rock star when it comes to sisterhood, when it comes to Black excellence, and when it comes to women loving on women. I see you, Queen. And I'm not going to let you escape without giving you your flowers, without giving you your due diligence. Now, a lot of you have, and you done, and you do, and I've recognized you, but tonight is her night. If y'all can just give me 1 second. Tonight is her night. I'm not purposely skipping over anybody, but let's give her a round of applause. Yeah, she does a lot on the behalf of content creators that goes unseen. So I wanted to publicly recognize you and tell you thank you. Yes, we appreciate the Somali Queen. And that's only for us to know. You know what you do for us. You know how you show up for us, girl. And you're not my moderator, but you are a true sister. So when it comes to the fake sisterhood, baby, ain't nothing fake about the Somali Queen. And I just had to say it because every now and then the real ones don't get enough recognition. They get, you know, she shows up for all of us, period, point blank. And I just want to let you know you are appreciated over here on the Palace. We love you. We appreciate you and keep doing what you're doing. See, I see you. It takes a little bit of time sometimes because, you know, sometimes life be lifing. But I see you. I see you. And I want to let you know that we appreciate you here in the United States, my Muslim queen, my Ethiopian queen. Did I get it right? Yes. You see how that works? Sisterhood. Real sisterhood. She ain't never switched up. She ain't never stopped doing what she's doing. Now, I'm not taking away from anybody else, but just give me a second to highlight her, y'all. That goes deep. That runs deep. When you got somebody that shows up for content creators behind the scenes. That's it. That's all. Making sure that everybody gets what they need as it relates to facts. If you are a fact-based platform, she does a damn good job. That's it. That's all. Yes. So, Somali Queen, I hope you sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Feel free to contribute. But we just want to recognize you. This is not planned. It's in the moment. It's always in the moment over here in the Palace, y'all. But we're going to have a hell of a good time tonight because we're going to talk about the fake sisterhood of it all. I was on the phone today with a good friend of mine. And baby, we got into a not even dark. We got into a deep discussion about sisterhood, the Black excellence, baby. We talked about love, marriage, not Huntsville. we talked about everything. And we kept coming back to, we were talking about collaborations amongst Black people in reality television. Then we switched to YouTube and it was a hell of a conversation. But every time we got to the women, we were deadlocked. It don't matter if we were talking family, corporate America, reality TV, YouTube. One thing that we could both agree on in the discussion and debate is women cannot stick together. I remember she said, is it hormonal? Is it emotional? And then I said, girl, I think it goes back to the beginning of time. I really do. I think it goes back to the beginning of time. And I'm not saying I'm right. I'm not saying she's wrong. But I was like, girl, women been fighting with each other. Women been tricky with each other. Women been switching up on each other. I said, honey, I've tried on YouTube. I be trying to bring the girls together, but you just never know what women dealing with. Shit, they'll fucking switch up on you so quick. They move maybe one thing today, one thing tomorrow. You just don't know. And one thing that she and I agreed on is the men will always stick together. But when it comes to the women, particularly Black women, oh, we finna hurt some feelings tonight, baby. Oh, wait a minute. You just never know. What are your thoughts, Simone? Simone Wealthy, what are your thoughts?
Well, good evening. Good evening. My thoughts is unfortunate, but far too many of us, we just can't stick together, especially when it's something very important, in business, in different relationships, family relationships. It's just hard. Men, I love how they can come to blows, literally. And you see them maybe days, weeks later, they're okay. They kind of can get over it a little bit faster. We hold on to things for a lifetime, literally. So, I don't know. I I think it may go back to biblical times, but it just seems like we just can't come together, especially when it's very important.
I agree with you. And I was talking with my friend and I was like, if you really think about when women fall out, you'd be like, what happened? They can't give you
Hmm.
shit.
Right.
They really can't give you anything concrete. And when I thought about it, and we started thinking, and I was like, damn, that's true. Look at
Hmm.
Love and Marriage Huntsville. Look at this. Look at that. Look at
Hmm.
Bell Collective. And then I thought about Married to Medicine,
Mm.
Real Housewives of Potomac. They just, what do you mean? I was like, it's prevalent everywhere. The sisterhood, and I was like, you know what? They call us fake all the time. And there's a group of us. There's a small, minute group that said, not me, not me. Maybe not you, but you got one or two that's gonna be like, fuck it. I don't want to be a part of it.
Yeah.
Do it on my own. I don't want no parts of it. And that's not right. That's not wrong. But it lends itself to women. Really, do women, let me ask you this. Do you think women have the wherewithal to really ride for each other? Or do you feel like that's a conflict of interest?
I think we can do it. It's just trust issues. We have trust issues with each other. We have been burned. It's in such situations. We can see it on some of these reality shows that we look at. We can see it in real life. And I think that just prevents us from going forward with any type of real sisterhood in certain situations.
Burned by who though?
Each other. You know, in any sort of dealing. I mean, look at what we got on the screen. We got Phaedra. She
Mm.
burned Candy. Look at what's her name? Quad. She burned Mariah. And
Oh, let's talk about that.
Rottweiler.
Oh, hold
She
on.
she
That's a
burned.
deep burn. Simone. She
Mhm.
burned Mariah to the fucking core. Have you ever had a woman to befriend you,
Mhm.
get you? I feel like Quad befriended Mariah because Quad was a hoodlum. Let's talk about it.
Mhm. Yeah.
I'm talking about hood, y'all. Now I told y'all I'm gonna put Quad was a hoodlum. Mariah, maybe. I hold on. That's my watch. I think Mariah has qualities of it, but she married well. Quad,
Mhm.
not so much. Quad was dating drug dealers. Let's talk about it, y'all.
Yes.
Drug dealers. She was a street girl before her and
Mhm.
Mariah became friends. Mariah befriended her, brought her into the game. Quad got put on, and then what?
She kicked her out of her own spot.
Bam.
She turned on her along with the rest of them. Yep.
Mm.
She was the creator of this show, brought all of these women in. All of them turned on her. Every last one of them. The one who delivered her children, Simone, turned on her. This Quad turned on her. Eveline, Dr. Jackie turned on her. Rottweiler ain't never liked her. I think they brought her on to help push her out. Who else was there? I'm kind of on the fence with Toya. I know they had to fight, but they did kind of come back together. They did kind of forgive each other and were able to move on. So, at least in my recollection, I can't remember them having any difficult issues once the last season she was on there. So, who else was on there during that time? Those are the main ones right there. It might be what's her name? Lisa Nicole. I think
turned on who? I think they turned on Lisa. Quad turned on Lisa. Quad tried to out Lisa's husband as being gay. I think that's a dirty move. Come on, we are on all. Listen, why would you go against your sister on the same platform?
Jealousy. They'll do anything. Some people will do anything to get one leg up on you. She was jealous. Lisa Nicole at that time, although we know the background. She had a good family. A husband as a doctor, beautiful children, successful business. Jealousy. She had Scoopy at the time.
Then you have Phaedra, and I'm gonna play a clip. Undermining Quad. Listen. Oh, come on. Then you have Phaedra undermining Quad behind the scenes. That's what y'all don't know and what you're not aware of. I don't know if you've gotten the latest on Phaedra and Quad. I mean,
Please
Quad.
tell.
Go ahead.
Please tell.
Okay. You know what? We finna skip straight to it, but Lisa Girl 1100 says, do you think it's because of the shortage of men? No. We were fighting over a baby back before BC. Before Christ, willing to split a baby in half when you know you wouldn't a mother. It's just something with women where y'all swear we can get along, but when we try, somebody's going to disrupt it. Somebody gonna do something and they gonna feel like they can justify it. They gonna stand on business. And when you really listen and say, well, what happened? Nobody can really give you any concrete evidence of really what happened. So what's Quad's real name? Kaya the Diva said, look at Quad's real name. Oh, I may have to come back to that. But listen.
I know Quad's in it some kind of way. I forgot what her real name is. But I know Quad is in the middle of it or something. I don't know.
I don't know. Quad is educated. No, quiet. Girl, you can still get a degree and still be hood. Come on now. Come on, Candace. Don't play, Candace. Candace, I need you to show up a little bit better tonight. Come on, quit playing with us, Candace. Girl, Quad is streets. Quad, you see King? What do you think King? Okay, come on. How he make his money?
He's a luxury car dealer.
Car rentals. Okay. Are you playing with me? Let me go find her. Candace, where's she at? Candace, are you playing?
What's Candace?
Are you just really being naive? Are you naive, Candace Lee? Girl, college educated where? And I'm not talking about the technicality, because you can put anybody in school. You can put your dog through training. Don't mean he gonna do the tricks that he learned and sit and stay.
How you say that too? Quadria, what?
Hold on, Simone, you getting ahead of me now. Quadria. Am I? Come on, y'all.
I can't say the name, so that proves that's just okay.
Okay, thank you. So Mrs. Edith said Quadria dated Mariah's cousin, who is now in prison. I told Mariah introduced Quad to Gregory, tried to clean her up, and shit. Quad and Greg fought and freaking went to jail. How many days before their marriage?
A couple days before they went.
Come on now, Candace Lee. Candace, go on, log off and go to bed. Go ahead, Candace. Come back. You need to be on a replay game so you can get your mind right, Candace. I might bring Candace up later on. Candace talking crazy. And my grandma used to say, when you start talking crazy, it's because you sleepy. You sleepy, Candace. Candace sleepy. Candace, are you sleepy?
Mm-mm.
Hold on now. She talking crazy now. Come on now, Candace. You act like you just pulled up. All right, I'm gonna let Candace make it, but let me pull up this, y'all. We finna get into it, y'all. And this is going to contribute to the conversation tonight of fake sisterhood. Y'all quit acting like we making up shit, because we're not. It's real. We gonna talk about it. We gonna start with Married to Medicine, and then we're gonna trickle out and trickle down to real life. It's happening. It does happen. Y'all don't talk about it enough. And me and my friend today were on the phone, a girlfriend of mine. We were on the phone. And she said, you think it's hormones? I said, I don't really know. It's so complicated. But one thing I can tell you is a lot of women don't say shit and expect their friend to read their mind. If somebody did something to piss you off, stop suppressing. Say it. If you were really that girl and you really want that relationship, say it. Speak on it. Hey, friend, you got a second? Listen, I like where this is going. And the only reason why I'm having this conversation with you, because listen, I'm trying now. I'm trying to show up different. But baby, don't say that. I don't like that, boo. Instead of doing the okie doke and repeating that over and over and over and over in your life, Phaedra, Heavenly, Quad, and then saying, I don't get along. You might be the problem. But let's talk about it. Let's show it. How? Now I'm gonna identify a problem here. I see two main problems and a possible three. It's like okay. Simone, don't name your problems. We're going to call it like a hand of spades. I see two and a possible. I got my two. What you got? A hand of spades.
Oh, I have three.
Three
Solid.
hard ones? You got three, for sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I got
Yes,
two and a
ma'am.
possible. What y'all see? Don't call out the names. If you were playing spades, how many problems are you guaranteed to identify? I can see two and a possible. That's how you play spades in Texas. You better not say three if you can't prove it. Now I said, call out no names, Vestella. You see it? Vestella, I said, don't call out no names. I specifically said, don't call out. She ain't got two. I got two and a possible. Okay, American Born got two. I got two and a possible. Kaya the Diva got three. With you, Simone, she with you. She got three.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, thank you. Fit Diva 1979 says, is real queen a lack of sisterhood? It is so real. It'll slap you in your face and wake you up. Latoya got two. Unnatty got four. Dark and Lovely got two. Angela got three. Lula got three. Crystal got three. And Rita got four. All right, I got two and a possible. Short and Stacy got three. Stacy got three. Scorpio chick got three. All right, I got two and a possible. Let's roll this videotape. Give me 1 second.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to start with this first videotape and we're going to break it down. Give me 1 second. Here we go. Ooh, they're going to be mad tonight. We're going to keep it real, though. Let me do
Hey,
this.
Stacy.
All right, here we go. Let's do this. Take us both off. All right. All right, y'all. We're going to play the clip in real time. And then we're going to give our thoughts. And then we're going to see how y'all feel. And go from there. This is serious. Here we go. Mute up, Simone, if you can.
Okay.
I have always had an affection for Phaedra. We've kind of always been cool.
Yeah.
Up until the television thing came on board with Married to Medicine when I helped to bring her on board.
Mhm.
And I did sit in on the audition tape or whatever for her, whatever. And I wanted her to be a part of the show. I thought she would be a great addition. Unfortunately, as I was trying to help her kind of usher her in, she was trying to usher me out. And so she created there was a meeting that was led by her. I'm just saying what it is.
Yeah.
There was a meeting that was led by her, George, to get me fired.
Did y'all know that? Because I didn't. Did y'all know while Quad was trying to put Phaedra on, Phaedra was working on the backside to get Quad out? The fake sisterhood. Is the sisterhood real? Can Black women get along? Y'all say we can, but can we really? At somewhere in the point in your life, have you been working hard to give and create, and somebody in the background has been working to tear it up subliminally, subbing, mad? I don't know. But that's what Phaedra was doing. What are your thoughts on that, Simone?
Honestly, I don't know if I trust Quad. I don't know if that went down the way that she's describing it. I think she's
Okay.
manipulating a meeting. And since they all want Phaedra out, and I'm not a Phaedra fan, I think it's easy to say that she led the charge to get her fired. But we all saw Simone last season basically leading the charge on kicking her off the trip, the wine trip. We saw Simone saying, pretty much leading the girls, rallying up the girls. They may have filmed it, they didn't show it, but I didn't see that from Phaedra last season or this season. So I mean, I'm not saying it may not have happened, but I just don't. I think Quad is manipulative, and I think she'll roll out a story, and you see who she's sitting next to.
I'm gonna ride with Stacey. She said Quad just got karma. I believe so, but I also believe Phaedra is a low down dirty snake. Period.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But
I think they both are.
Quad snaked Mariah. Listen, my friend and I were on the phone today, and we got into a heated discussion. Like earlier today, I was on the phone with a friend. We were talking about Wendy, and my friend said they ate your ass up in your comments about Wendy. I said, yeah, but y'all gonna see later. Wendy plays the long game and a strong game and a political game. And I said, this is how you can tell if somebody is your friend or not. Don't never take your shot. If they really truly down with you, they're not looking to get the ball like basketball. Pass me the ball so I can take the shot. Okay, so how do you know the real from the fake? It's a very fine line. Because if they really like you, they'll never take the shot. I'm not going to take that shot. I like her. I don't care how quirky she is. It's okay. I'm good with it. It don't bother me. That's my friend. But the ones that's been waiting, some of them can outwait your ass for years. So that's why some of y'all been friends with somebody for a long time. And you said, we were friends for 20 years. And I would have never guessed. She took a shot. She waited. It was a long game. And I feel like a lot of women play a long game. Some of them not so long. They be like, I can't, you know what? I ain't even going to wait for the shot. I'm going to just be disruptive. And I feel like Phaedra took her shot when it came to Quad for whatever reason. How you going to try to make a meeting in the background against somebody that's trying to get you put on? She's sitting in your casting interviews, rah-rahing for you, advocating for you to get on Married to Medicine. Because let's be honest about it, Simone. Phaedra didn't have shit going on.
I don't know, Queen. I don't think so. I don't think Phaedra needs a Quad.
She did at that point. Did she have anything going
She had
on?
other things going on. She had other projects she was doing.
What?
I mean, she wasn't on Bravo.
Like
Dancing with the Stars. She
No.
was on
This is before. Okay, let me hit play. Watch this. Let me
Okay.
hit play. She did not have Dancing with the Stars going on. Watch this.
Whoa! And that was before all the additional opportunities came, like Dancing with the Stars and I think it was Traitors first, Dancing with the Stars, that then led to her coming back onto Atlanta Housewives.
Now, what you think? This was before she got back in the game. Before you got back on your square, Quad was rooting for you. Quad was behind the scenes pushing for you. And I am not a Quad fan. Let's be clear. Just like I'm not a Dr. Wendy fan. But before she got Dancing with the Stars, before she got Traitors, Quad was there. That's listen. And Phaedra snaked the hell out of her.
They snaked each other. She ain't did that. She Quad is not a friend to anyone. They are the same, her and Phaedra. I do not believe she did all of that for Phaedra. Yeah, Phaedra was on her ass after the whole Candy situation and, was slow for those years after. But she was slowly coming back around and having different, maybe not the Dancing with the Stars and the Traders and those things, but she had other projects going on, and she is legitimately a businesswoman. She's an attorney and a funeral director. She was just doing her profession
But
until
that's
other
not the same
opportunities
as
came back
fame.
around. I don't
That's
trust
not the
I don't
same as
trust
fame,
Quad.
though.
But see, here's the thing. I'm big on trust. I saw Quad snake and dog Mariah and lie on her. I'm not going to believe nothing a Quad is saying about someone else because I've seen her do it. She's manipulative. Her and that dog sitting next to her. I don't trust what she's saying. That's what I'm saying. I don't
Okay.
believe it happened that way. I think
Well,
she is putting 20 on 10. She talks a lot. She likes to get into those long speeches about what she did and what she did and who did what to her. I don't trust Quad or none of them actually. But in this
okay.
situation, they to me they cancel each other out.
I'm agree with you. I did see Quad snake Mariah in the worst way, but I also saw Phaedra snake Candy in the worst way. So you pick your poison. Hold on. So if I had to pick my poison,
Mhm,
Phaedra is a sneaky wench to me. I'm sorry, y'all.
mhm.
I don't care how many jobs she got. Family first, she has many jobs. How many jobs you got? How many jobs you got? You got 10 jobs? You got 9 jobs. How many jobs you got? Good. Good. I don't care about your job, girl. I don't care how many jobs, how many funeral home you have. How many jobs you
Well,
got?
this is how I look at it. Phaedra, even if she was, let's say she got blackballed, she's a go-getter. I still see her being able to live a opulent lifestyle. I still see her being in high society there in Atlanta and, countrywide, I see her there because she has done the work. She does have the degrees. She is an attorney, a legitimate attorney. She may not win the cases that we saw, but she's legitimate. She is a legitimate funeral director. I don't know if she owns that funeral home, and she has other projects. So she manages, I think at one point, some entertainers. So I can see her still being up there. She's not desperate. Quad would be.
But is she capable? We talking about fake sisterhood.
Oh yeah. She's fake as fuck. I mean,
Yes,
fake
that's
as
what.
fuck. Yeah.
Yeah, don't
No.
fault.
They're both the
Yes.
same in that aspect. They will both snake you. They're both fake.
So who snake
But
too?
I just don't think Phaedra is desperate to do it
Oh
as much right now.
shit,
I think
Simone. I
Quad
disagree,
is.
Simone.
Quad got in a casket last year. She was begging for her job. Who the hell get in the I wish somebody would tell me to get in a damn casket to be on Married to Medicine. No.
Okay, let me.
She was begging for her job. She kissed them people's butts. And you know that is not what she wants
No.
to
But
do.
who put her in a position to kiss ass? The other black women. Let's continue.
Walla?
Hold on. Let's continue the video, and I want you to pick up.
Okay.
They had such a huge impact, so why would she think that they would get rid of you?
Well, it was a lot going on last season. You understand? And a lot of times people like to control you. Okay, and I'm not really one to be controlled.
Okay.
But so to know that really was disheartening.
Sure.
You know what I mean? So
And you didn't get that from me.
Well,
What'd she say?
Heavenly turned in and she said, I heard there was a meeting. And this is why I believe Quad. Because we got two snakes. Which one do you want to bite you? So when it comes down to y'all, they're both snakes. Can we agree on that, Simone? Yes or no?
Yeah, they're both snakes.
Okay.
All
They're
three of
both
them.
snakes. They're both snakes. So what it comes down to is you pick your poison. If you had to get bitten by one, you want Quad to bite you or you want Phaedra to bite you? Pause. So what happened is Quad in this meeting on this interview says, I got wind that there was a secret meeting. Heavenly chimes in, who Quad is close to, and said, "You didn't hear from me." Quad turns around and said, "Well, not willing to lie. That's why I'm gonna ride with Quad, even though I'm not a fan of Quad, because she challenged her friend openly, as opposed to letting it ride." Phaedra is the snake that I would have to chop her head off. Let me tell you why.
Yep.
Let me tell you why I'm gonna have to ride with Quad as opposed to Phaedra. I'd rather you bite me, and I know you gonna bite me, than a bitch that's gonna sit next to me and pretend to be all right with me and come for me later. So I'd rather chop Phaedra's head off. She gonna say all the right things. She gonna do all the right things, and then be conspiring in the background, contradicting every ounce of friendship that I think we're building. So let me chop her head off and go with the bitch that don't like me openly. Go ahead. You got the flow.
Okay. Well, I heard some information recently, and it has to do with another snake, Carlos, and it made me look at things somewhat differently with Feifei. But in this situation, just looking at these three women, I would take the bite from Quad first because I think I could beat her.
Okay. So we both agree we would take the bite from Quad? We both agree.
I would take the because
Okay,
I would
gotcha.
whoop her.
Okay.
Mhm.
Go ahead, Simone.
Oh, I would take the bite from Quad, and I definitely had to cut Phaedra's head because she, what she has done in the past. But there was some information that I learned today that she's had time to try to make things right. She hasn't. I just, I would have to cut. I would take the bite from Quad and have to cut off Phaedra's head. Yeah, that's it.
Okay, let me ask the chat. Let's see what the chat say. If you have to take the bite, they both snakes, y'all. That's not we're not saying one is better than the other. Both me and Simone agree that they're both snakes. Are y'all following? If you had to take the bite, you won't. Would you take? Hold on, the venom of it all. And remember, the most secretive venom is the most deadly. Who you want to take the bite from? Quad or Phaedra? Drop it in the chat. Quad or Phaedra? If you gotta take the bite, who you want to bite you? Quad or Phaedra? I'm gonna go with Quad all day. Catch it. Lala said Quad.
Mm-hmm.
Lala said I'm gonna go with Quad. It's either Quad or Phaedra. That's it. We don't need no. Okay, Miss Shay says Quad. Tam says Quad. Kayla says Phaedra. We got Quad. We got Quad. Which snake would you want to bite you? We got Quad. See, I know how deep Quad's fangs go because I saw her bite Mariah. I've seen her bite Heavenly and come back together and give her that anti-venom to make her better. Phaedra ain't never apologized to Candy.
No.
I see. Okay, y'all ride. Some of y'all riding with Phaedra. Natty says she gonna ride with Quad. Go ahead and bite me. Sherry says she gonna let Quad bite her. If she had to get bit by a snake, everybody's saying Quad. Quad. We got Family First is saying Phaedra. Daphne saying Phaedra. We got Quad. We got Quad. We got Quad. Show Styles and Spirits. Ebony is saying Quad. A lot of people saying it. Okay, they both snakes. We can agree with that. Go on and let Quad bite me. I'd rather get her venom. It's still a snake bite, but it's not deadly. Phaedra's deadly. Phaedra's the kind of snake, according to Quad, where you trying to get her the job and she trying to get you fired. Let's continue.
Come on, Quad.
Not just you, right? I will say this. Yes, I did get that from Heavenly, but it did not start and begin with Heavenly.
Okay.
Listen,
the confirmation
one thing about it, a lot of things come across my desk.
Sure.
And they came across my desk by a number of people. And then actually Heavenly put the confirmation on it, because I just heard it from people, but Heavenly was in the inside at that time. And it put a stamp on it. And I was like, damn, Phaedra, like, that's what we're doing? Like, I really didn't understand, why would you do that? You understand? Like, you were there. You were already in.
Did you talk to her about it?
She said that she didn't do it. She said
That's deep. Quad said, why did you bite me? You already had a seat at the table. You were already there. I already advocated for you. Why did you feel the need to bite me? Y'all think about what we talking about. The fake sisterhood. Hold on. They call it the fake sisterhood. They say Black women, they come at us all the time. You know why people, when they conquer and divide, you know who they come after first and who they feed information to and who the devil will go through first to the fake sisterhood. He starts turning women against women. You start feeling away for no unexplained reason just because you in your feelings. And I told y'all a long time ago, Simone, I don't know if you was on that live when I said I messed up a friendship many years ago. Because I had become so judgmental and I got in my feelings. I was judging that girl. And many years later, I realized, damn, she was cool as hell. She wasn't perfect and neither was I. She was so cool. And if I could have done things all over again, I learned fast. I never did that again. I never did that again to a friend. And I was like, I will never do that again. I'll never judge another woman so harshly again. But the point I'm trying to make is, why are we like that with each other? Simone.
Goodness. Oh, now I got Quad and Phaedra in my head. I don't know. I feel like sometimes we feel like we have to outdo each other. And I don't know if we're trying to impress the men in our lives, the men that are around, or if we're just trying to get to that top spot, be the head girl in charge, the head woman in charge. I don't know. I don't know why we want to cross each other. In this situation, I'm sorry. Trust is a big to me, and I don't trust anything that Quad says. I don't trust anything Phaedra says. So I think things are being manipulated in this conversation. So I don't know. I mean, I do know. I think they just are both opportunists. I think they both, want the opportunity, but they could coexist on Married to Medicine. I could see them both. I mean, we've seen them on Married to Medicine. I just think it's
But
the
Phaedra
other
didn't want to
way.
coexist. She was trying to imagine you trying to get somebody a job where you work. And in the interview, they shitting on you.
I don't believe Quad. I'm sorry.
I do. I do, because
don't.
all of the other women said that Phaedra was doing it.
They all were trying to get Quad
No,
off.
this is before.
Simone, Jackie.
That's true. But they
They
never
all
lied
were doing
about
it.
it.
Huh?
They
They
didn't lie
did
about
lie
it.
about Jackie lie all the time. Jackie and Simone been trying to get Quad off. Toya was trying to get Quad off. They all had a meeting to get her off. Heavenly was the one spilling out talking about they were having these meetings to get rid of Quad.
Heavenly
They
was
all were
part
trying
of
to
it.
get
So
rid of
I
her.
can't
They
even.
were trying to use Phaedra to help push Quad out. To me, the bigger conversation came from those three hands versus what's going on with Quad coming out. She's going off what quote unquote Elaine's saying.
But I think Phaedra.
I don't think Phaedra was just she's trying to get in the door, and I just don't understand. I don't think Quad is that. Hell, Bravo, she had to beg for her job back last season. I don't think they just looking at Quad to help anchor Phaedra in when Phaedra already has a relationship with Bravo. She don't need a Quad.
Okay. Phaedra
She
had a
don't need
relationship
Quad.
with Bravo, but this is why I believe Quad, and I'm not a Quad fan. None of those women went to advocate for Phaedra. So let's not talk about what Phaedra did in the past, because it don't matter after she went after Candy and lied when her and Carlos King allegedly teamed up together to go after Candy. Her name was no more good in Bravo. Her name was Smithereens.
So
She had
they've been wanting Phaedra back for a while. They've been wanting her back.
No.
Yes, they did. The thing that was keeping her out was Candy. Candy's gone. Phaedra's back in. That's
But
been
Phaedra
well
didn't bring
known.
shit to the table when it came to watch this though. Here's where I'm going with it. The point I'm trying to make is somebody Bravo,
Mhm.
whether they wanted her back or not, Bravo
Mhm.
is smart enough, sophisticated enough as a white organization not to say that because of the
Mhm.
strong accusations of what Phaedra was accused of doing to Candy alongside
Right.
Carlos being allegedly. So this
Right.
is how you play ball, chess and not checkers. Bravo says, I'm going to take my hands off of it. And nobody ever advocated, no black woman advocated for Phaedra. And then Quad comes along and utilizes her voice, her position to advocate for Phaedra, not the other women, not Dr. Heavenly, not Dr. Jackie, not Toya, not Sweet Tea. Quad did. That's the point I'm trying to make. So why would Quad lie about Phaedra trying to take her out with a back shot? I think Phaedra was a part of the takedown strategy.
Yeah, I believe so too. But I believe the three were trying to get rid of Quad, and I think they're just feeding that information to Quad so she'll think that it's Phaedra. They want them to attack each other, not them. They don't get their hands dirty. We sitting up here, with a whole storyline about Dr. Jackie and her husband and DR. They don't want to touch that. So they are eyes set on Quad, but they're just using Phaedra as a scapegoat so she can put all her energy and negative energy and think that Phaedra is the one. And I'm not saying I think they're all dirty in certain
Yeah.
aspects, but I just don't think it was just Phaedra coming in there because she got a word from Quad and Quad got her a meeting and now she's in there. Okay, I want to take Quad out. I just don't think it went like that. I think them three ladies, Simone, Jackie, and Heavenly, and Toya, were trying to get rid of Quad. They weren't in a good place with her. And they look how they tried to bring Sweet Tea in, and now they all hate her.
But okay,
Because
okay,
now they
let's
want
talk about it
Quad.
though. You
They
make a
they
good
they
point.
smell snakes.
You make a point. Okay, let's just say if your theory was true, you got Jackie, Heavenly, Simone,
Mhm.
right? That won't Quad out. But for whatever
Toya.
reason, and Toya, let's say Toya's we got three in the possible. How about that? Jackie, Simone, Heavenly, Toya's a possible. We got three in the possible. Y'all, that's how we gonna start talking. Hand of space. We got three in the possible. Okay. They want Quad out. Toya's sophisticated enough because didn't nobody say Toya's name that she was
Mm-mm.
in the meeting. So Toya's sophisticated. And some people, let me tell you something about fake sisterhood. You got some that know not to challenge you outright. They gonna sit. They gonna wait in the cut. I'm not gonna participate as a showmanship of support, but I don't really support you. Oh, that's a whole other. That's a
You
whole.
just described Dr. Jackie.
Come on,
You just described Dr. Jackie.
come on.
She sends that pit bull out to do her dirty work so that we ain't got to talk. We can't talk about her husband in the DR every other month on business with the Passport brothers. But we can't talk about that. And
I never
why
said she agreed with
Infamil
you,
is in the
Simone.
cabinet at Heavenly at Elaine's house. The Infamil in the cabinet and the mixed babies. Okay.
I
They are
definitely should ride with
using
Simone.
Quad and Phaedra to
Mhm.
distract from their stuff. They got some stuff. Married medicine numbers will go through the roof if they release Phaedra and Toya to go after Jackie and after Heavily and the baby. Their numbers will go through the roof. Allegedly, and in my opinion, the
Okay.
baby and the DR come on is sitting right there. Jackie done said it a million times. Every time she go to an event and he's not there, oh, he's in the DR on business.
I think
And
that man
everybody
got a
know
whole
about the
family. Let me tell
Passport
you
brothers.
something. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. I was an international flight attendant for 12 years. Do you not know how many times I've seen pilots? We're not even talking about Curtis, big booty ass right now. But do you know how many times I I'm not gonna do this with y'all tonight. Ain't no fucking way Curtis big booty ass would jam me up and I'm a doctor and tell me what I need and not do. Boy, your knees are knocking. You ain't played basketball in know how many years. I cannot stand Curtis. Let me tell you
I
why.
can't either.
I can't stand Curtis, and not because he cheated on Dr. Jackie. Let me tell you why I can't stand Curtis's ass. Curtis does not like her. He denied that woman a child.
Yep.
He denied her the ability to adopt. after she survived breast cancer. That man does not like her. That man has always tried to punish her because of her success in the medical industry. I can't stand him. It's a hit. So I'm going to deny you a baby. And then fuck it. I'm going to go and cheat on you. And then when I come back, I'm going to tell you I cheated on you because you work too much. You know what, nigga? Okay, you know what? It ain't that kind of show. Let me back up.
And who
It
does
ain't
she
that
take
kind of
out
show.
her anger on? Who does she take out her anger on?
The girls. And she
Mm-hmm.
stopped
Who
eating.
does she use to take out her anger?
She stopped eating. She stopped. Listen, Dr. Jackie is very frail, very thin, and she
Yes.
took out her anger on her patients as Black women, and she started to judge them and say, you know what? That's a whole different show.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Stacy. Stacy said, I have always felt like that. That man does not like her. And ladies, I'm sorry. You can be married or dating a man that don't like you because you're successful. Stop playing with me and acting like it does not exist. Curtis does not like Dr. Jackie. And he's continuing to punish her by going to the DR and not being by her side. What the fuck is in the DR?
What's that? The PrEP pill and the paid escorts and the women free. Yeah, I can't say the word, but you know what's in the DR. They talk about it all over. The passport. Anyone, just look up Passport Brothers and the DR. Just look that up. Just look it up. Your mind gonna be
Okay.
blown.
Did
Men,
you
they
see?
encourage men to go down there to get their rocks knocked. Okay.
Okay, let me ask you this. Did you see who Curtis cheated with the first time? Did he take the first side chick to the DR?
No, he took her to Hilton Head where they
To
vacationed
where?
last year. Hilton Head, is it South Carolina or North Carolina? One of the
Okay,
Carolina,
did you see what
the
she
the
looked like?
resort. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
Young, light skin,
mm-hmm,
it was given biracial curly hair.
mm-hmm.
Okay, nothing. It was not given a Dr. Jackie. It was not given civil rights movement. It was not given Underground Railroad. I'm here as as a descendant of my family to be better as a Black woman. That's why stop leading with your education and start getting a better feel for these men. That man don't give a shit about all that. That man don't like that woman.
Nope.
She's a means to an end. He
Mm-hmm.
ain't there. He's still punishing her, and he can show her better than he can tell her. But the fact of the matter is, he has her, in my opinion, where he wants her because she cannot stand to suffer another public embarrassment about her husband cheating. So she turns a blind eye.
Yep.
But deep down in her heart, she know it ain't right for him leaving her.
Mm-mm.
That man is purposely abandoning that woman because she's successful. Thank you. Keeping up with
Mm-hmm.
the Beasley, she stayed for the image. She should have never took him back. How about that?
Nope. Not at all.
She should have
Not
never
at
took him
all.
back. And that's why she's so let me tell you something about loneliness, what it'll make you do. That's why she's with masculine as heavenly as a friend.
Because they both in the same spot. She dealing with someone going to DR, the other one dealing with infamil in the cabinet.
No, go ahead and call it out. Let's talk about it.
She's dealing with a mixed baby somewhere that he done had, allegedly, and in my opinion. But she ain't gonna talk about that. So they're gonna talk about this bullshit about Quad and Phaedra. Phaedra talking about we're gonna take Quad out. I mean, I'm not saying that I'm not interested in some of that stuff, but the story is with them two heifers. That's where the real story is. Married to Medicine with Pop. Why can't Toya ask them the hard, tough questions? She can't ask. She asks questions of everybody else. She can't ask about the DR situation. So they not using her to ask, or if she is, they just cut that out and
No,
skip
no,
over.
she probably okay. So there, as we're starting to learn with reality television, I can't remember what show it was, but I just learned some women are pushing behind. Who was it? They said somebody was advocating. I don't remember what show it was. I just heard it yesterday. Somebody was back on one of these shows behind the scenes. Oh, who was it? Stacey Rosh, I think. Okay, Real Housewives of Potomac. What we did know is Stacey Rosh, I think it was Stacey. Somebody was behind the scenes trying to play puppet master, making sure that nobody asked about particular components of their life, particular aspects of their life. I think Dr. Jackie has made it clear there are certain things she will not talk about. So she gets to skate and ride. Now I'm going to get off of her and I'm going to come back to her. But the point I'm trying to make is it's a fake sisterhood.
Mhm.
And it happens all the time, not just on reality television. It happens in your life. It happens in my life. It happens on your job. It happens on my job. It happens in your friend group. It happens in your family. It happens in my family. What about y'all into the chat? Are y'all following us tonight? Are y'all following this discussion tonight? Jackie, thank you, Miss Bay. She don't talk about nothing. That's a fake sisterhood. But she allows Heavenly to go after anybody that she perceives to be a threat. But let's wrap up this Quad and Phaedra
But
thing,
you
and
got,
then we'll go to Heavenly.
but I want to say something about Jackie real quick. Jackie, I'm keeping my foot on Jackie's neck because that crap she said when she was doing that podcast, a YouTube video with Elaine was some bull crap. You know, her office does not even accept Medicaid, okay? So she can go to the White House all day, every day, and advocate for women in high risk pregnancies, but she doesn't even accept Medicaid. She only wants to be shown with elite Black women, elite and wealthy Black women. But anyone and we know how these corporate jobs are and how they can dog us and how bad we have it. And if a Black woman, just an average Black woman, going to her for help to maybe get some extra leave, some time off, all she has to do is sign off on it. She ain't got to pay them or anything. She said what she said in that video with Elaine, and she meant that mess. Don't ever forget that. I think she has taken out a lot of her animosity towards her husband on Black women who she believes are beneath her.
Okay, I'm gonna
Okay.
say this. I don't have a problem with her not accepting Medicaid. What I had a problem with was her rhetoric and her notion towards Black women. I understand the risk of a private practice accepting Medicaid because there's a chance you won't get paid. And if so, it could be very delayed. So a part of accepting Medicaid is risking that you will not be paid on time. And in order to give premier quality first healthcare experience, you have to be paid on time to keep your equipment up, your staff up, this up, that up, right? I understand that because I'm in the healthcare sector. I know how delayed those payments are, right? I know the scrutiny. So what I would rather her say she does accept as outside of Medicaid, because I think we're going from rich to Medicaid, but there's a middle spot of that, which is just Black women that have insurance. I mean, if she
And
just
she thinks
accepts
they're
Black
lying.
women that have
She thinks
insurance,
they're
I'm
lying.
okay with that. I think it's unfair for us to go from charging and not having to wait to straight going to Medicaid. That's very extreme. So
But
I'm not
let's say
gonna
we have
dog
good insurance. Let's say we have good insurance. She was talking about women who probably do have insurance, not Medicaid, mind you. I mentioned Medicaid because she went to the White House on the premise of that because at that time Kamala was trying to get push the Medicaid programs. She went under that premise. So that's where I got the Medicaid from.
I
As
got
far as her office, and that's fine. Her insurance, other people, women's insurances, they are just asking, can you give me a write off so I can stay off for a month or get off early before I get ready to deliver so I can prepare. I'm tired. I'm going through a lot at work. I'm stressed. I'm getting ready to have a baby. But she tells the audience that, yeah, Black women don't be lying. Don't be lying. And then her colleagues, they may see that, her quote unquote clear colleagues, and like, oh, okay, if this is a Black doctor saying that, then yeah, we're on point. Then we don't need to get there no extra time. We don't need to sign off for
I
them
agree.
to help them out. So what she said to Elaine, that resonated. She meant that crap. So that's all I want to say.
No, I got you, but I'm not going to diminish what she does and how well she does it. I don't want her to diminish herself. And I'm sorry, y'all, this is not a dig to anybody on Medicaid, but I don't think she should have to accept Medicaid after her various years of experience. 'Cause she's there and she's earned her right to shift between, but it was just her notion in her dialogue and her message around Black women. Hell, she never has to accept Medicaid. That's not an issue with me. The payment forms and the
Right.
payment systems that you have established to support your life because she earned that. Let's be fair, right? She earned that. And I'm not going to dock no Black person and say, nah, I don't accept food stamps. I don't accept the Lone Star card. I need straight payment. That's, you know what? My hat's off to you. But when you come in and you say Black women that have the highest mortality rate in childbirth, they're faking, they don't deserve a day off because they're lazy. Girl, we got a problem. This is bigger than Medicaid.
Yeah.
Let's take the government out. Girl, who the fuck is you?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Who is you? You don't identify, do you? Clearly. So that's all I'm saying. It's not even about the payment systems because I don't even want anybody to say, well, let's just her ideology will be the same, whether it's privatized funding or Medicaid. I need her to change her mind about Black women. And until you, I'm not a fan of you because it don't matter if Black women got Medicaid, money, or private insurance. We're still at high risk, and that's what we need her to recognize, as opposed to leaning in with a big, she can never take that away, to say we're lazy. Because white people call us lazy all day, every day. And you really just said that shit? You just told them people we lazy and we don't deserve a day off? Girl, do you
That's
know
what you said. Yep.
how OBGYN came to be the practice? Do you not know they laid Black slaves on the table, refusing to give them anesthesia and cut them wide open to see the threshold of pain levels they could take? That's how white doctors got their degrees way back in the day. But that's a whole different. That's a whole different
And I'm
discussion.
sorry I went down that road with Dr. Jackie, but that she triggered me when that video came out, and I thought about that. So
All right.
sorry to let's get back to
Okay,
Quad.
let's get back to
Quad and
it. Okay,
Phaedra.
let's get back. We back to Phaedra, and then we gonna switch to Big Mouth Heavenly.
And she said, I want to know how did you hear that? Were you just saying it to say? I said, no, I don't say anything just to say it. I don't do anything for television. I don't say things just for the thrill of it. You did it.
So where are y'all now?
I haven't spoken with her.
Would you be open to like sit down with her and she said, hey, you know, I apologize?
What?
I don't know, you know, but we just.
I mean, well, here's the
the
thing. Let me say this. There is a scene that we filmed this season of Married to Medicine. We were at the Dude Ranch.
Okay.
And Phaedra, they some kind of way, they mixed up our luggage. And anyway, they had Phaedra to walk my luggage to me. And I was wondering, like, why is she lingering around? She's still lingering. And she was lingering around, and you know, she wanted to talk, and she said, hey, I want to, you know, talk to you. And she said, you know, what's happened? I said, you tried to get me fired, Phaedra. And this was on cameras and everything.
Right.
And she said, I didn't, where'd you get that from? I wouldn't do that. I said, yes, you did. You did. And then, so she talked about it, and she apologized for it. And then, you know, she did not like that I said it Candy bitched her for 5 years. Because as long as, and I said it.
Right.
Obvious that she did. If Phaedra could not come back if Candy was still present. Okay?
Phaedra, let's be clear. According to this interview, Phaedra apologized for her antics. I don't know if she led the pack or if she led the attack, but she apologized for her part in whatever. Let's pause there. The second thing that I took from this is, let me say this. They did have a talk. I appreciate them having a talk, Quad saying what she needed to say, and Phaedra saying what she needed to say, in spite of how I feel about the both of them. And the third thing is, stop trying to make Black women like each other. Because the interview will say, oh, y'all can't just make it right. Sometimes we can't. No. And that's on that. Period, point blank. That's on that. And let it go, let it be. And some of y'all need to let it go and let it be, and not trying to get back with somebody when they decide you're not a good fit for them. Now, my thing to you as Black women is have a discussion. Don't be so fucking toxic all day, all the time. Well, that's just the way I do. Well, sometimes you got to change it up and be a big girl and say it, because there are some women in your life that are really genuine. But your toxicity, your memories of toxicity, let me just say that. Your memories, your PTSD of the betrayal that you felt before them is so harsh that you ain't willing to give nobody a chance. So sometimes you got to pause and have a freaking discussion to make sure that it ain't what you think it is. And I like the fact that Quad was very clear in this interview because she had already talked to Phaedra. So it's not like they said, can y'all talk? And she ain't talking. She said, no, she had already talked. She explained herself. Phaedra explained herself. So in this interview, when they said, can't y'all just make it right? When she said no, I can support that because we've already talked. What are your thoughts, Simone?
I mean, I can understand that if her saying that they've already spoken and she feels, Phaedra wasn't, I guess, being sincere and she was trying to get her, actually was trying to get her fired. But I always have to pivot because I don't believe Quad. I think a lot of things are being kind of thrown in here. I just, the way that they were going after Quad last season, I mean, it was crazy. They kicked her off the trip. I mean, and she was practically begging to get her job. I didn't see, at least they didn't show it or edit it to show that Phaedra was leading the way. She was kind of like neutral, at least the way that they showed it. But again, we're talking about two snakes here for me. So it's hard, it's difficult for me to believe what Quad is saying right now because of what we saw last season. This season has been different, but last season the girl got in a casket. They kicked her off the trip. Everything was focused on how she wasn't fitting into the group. She wasn't opening up to the group. But I don't recall, and you can, let me know if it was a scene. I don't recall Phaedra being in any scene saying, yeah, she's this, she's that. I mean, some of the stunts that she did were,
But these were
the
secret
arguments.
meetings that were not being
Mhm.
recorded for television.
Yeah, I still don't trust. I don't believe
I
Quad.
got
Quad lie. She'll lie to drop on a
But
heartbeat.
Phaedra lies too, but okay.
Yeah. They both.
It's
But
like the
I'm
tale
just
of
saying.
two cities.
Well, see, if we look at it, okay, these are behind the scene meetings, not filmed, not recorded. Okay, got it. But I just don't see Phaedra if she's tiptoeing, trying to get back in, fit in with these group of girls. I just don't see her trying to lead the way. I got to get Quad out the way. Why? Why she need a Quad? Because they both
I
single ladies.
I think
They're
she
both.
participated. I don't think okay, maybe Quad had
I just
been,
don't believe Quad. It
but
just doesn't make
listen.
sense.
I don't think Quad lied. I think she may have listen, like Heavenly tried to say, you didn't get it from me. She's like, yes, I did. I don't think
Mhm.
Quad has all of the intel and the detail on who led what. I think what Quad is saying is she was hurt that Phaedra even participated at whatever level because I just try to get you put on. So
Quad's always hurt. Quad is
hold on.
always hurt.
No.
Always.
It don't matter because see, some people can always be hurt,
But she's
but let's
always the
not numb our
victim.
feelings. We talking about fake sisterhood. So at what point do we start recognizing each other's hurt? Though that's what I'm saying. We can't numb ourselves to another Black woman's
Mhm.
feelings if she have if
Mhm.
there's a meeting. That's not a
Mhm.
lie. We know
Mhm.
that's a fact where they try to get her kicked off. I don't agree how they try to get quiet, how they did
Mhm.
her, and they invited her on that trip. Let me tell you something, the kind of woman I am. I'm not built like that. I ain't finna gang up on nobody.
You're right.
I'm strong enough, I'm confident enough to go toe to toe with you. Whether I'm confronting you in private, I'm having a conversation with you in private, and anything typically in private stays in private unless you bring it public and I got to defend myself. The only way somebody would ever know how we rocking for real is if you start showing signs of it. If you start making it known that it's a problem. Not me. I ain't never did nobody like that. Period, point
Right.
blank. I can contain myself. I can
Mhm.
zip myself up. I'm disciplined enough in my feelings, in my emotions as a Black woman to give you the utmost respect when nobody would ever question anything of how I feel about you, because that's the ultimate respect that I'm going to give you is what I want you to give me as a Black woman. Period, point blank. But see, what happens is Black women start seeping out at the seams. They can't contain themselves, so that they're going to get hints of discord. They're going to give hints that they don't like you of strife. And motherfuckers start getting, ooh, what's going on with Phaedra and Quad? Ooh, what's going on with Heavenly and da-da-da-da-da? Because somebody don't have the emotional capacity to zip it and just be a big girl about it. So the point I'm trying to make is I do believe at some point Phaedra was involved. I don't know if she led the charge, but the point I think Quad is trying to say, and I am not a Quad fan, is that she's hurt. Phaedra,
Mhm.
I try to get you next to me. I try to put you on. I vouch for you. None of these hoes was at the table. None of these hoes was at the table. And you would think that when, even if they invited you into the meeting, you would say, nah, I ain't gonna do Quad like that. Cause you know what? She's a huge part of me being here. You ain't even do that for me, my girl.
Yeah.
Damn. And none of these hoes wanted you on this show. And the first time I was talking today, listen, don't ever be shocked. How do I know if it's a real friend? If they take a shot, they've never been a friend.
Yeah.
If they take a shot, if they pull the trigger, they've never been a friend.
Mm.
Period.
Mhm.
Phaedra took the shot.
And Elaine gonna take the next one.
And who?
Elaine.
Okay, let's talk about her. Let's shift to her real quick. Are y'all following today's conversation? How you feel about it? I feel like this is a necessary conversation with fake sisterhood. Don't take a shot. I don't care how mad you feel, how confused you feel. Sort that shit out before you speak on it, because your feelings go up and down. You can ruin opportunities. You come with
Well,
the
here.
bag of history. They come with the
Well,
bag of
well, think
history. Hold on.
about
They
it.
come with a bag of
Mhm.
history. Everybody ain't right. Everybody ain't wrong. Sort that shit out. Get a good feeling for it. Step back. But when you start taking shots subliminally, directly, having meetings, you're engaged in warfare now. It's warfare. And Phaedra engaged in warfare, whether it was passively, aggressively, she participated in the warfare against Quad. And I think it's fucked up. That's it. Come on. It don't make me right. I just
Oh,
think it's fucked up.
contrary, Monfrere. Sorry. Quad has stood on a balcony and had them people down at below listening to her for half a damn hour talk about all the things that she's had to go through with so many different people. She had them girls all on her side to get Mariah kicked out of there. Every season, it's something about her feelings. She never takes accountability for nothing. Now we can ride the right horse for her, Phaedra not sticking up for her and da 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 da. But she has never stuck up for no one. She got the woman who got her out of probably poverty kicked off the damn show, the creator of the show.
She did.
She is she is they're just putting her out there as the spokesperson because Dr. Jackie's not going to get her hands dirty. Simone gonna sit up there and look goofy. Heavenly just gonna start barking whenever what's her face blow the dog whistle. I do not believe that Phaedra led the charge. Oh, we got to get her. Okay, well, how are we going to conspire to get Quad kicked off when we saw in real time her laying in the casket and getting kicked off the show by Simone and Toya? They both kicked her off that trip, brought her all the way out there to California to make her ass go back home. That was
She may
crazy.
have
Phaedra
offered
wasn't.
strategy. She may not have led the charge, but I
Mhm.
don't think Quad is lying about her participation in it. I think she may have offered a bit of strategy, a bit of insight. Well, if that's what y'all are gonna do, then you may as well do it this way. How I see it, TV says Quad didn't get Phaedra on the show either, but she advocated. No, she probably was not the final decision maker, but she can't lie about herself being in meetings because Bravo could come out and say that's not true. So I believe Quad, y'all. Come on, at some point you got to put your feelings aside. I believe Quad sat in on her casting. What do y'all call it when you're interviewing? Your casting auditions. And I think she advocated for her. I think Quad is hurt because damn, had I known you was gonna do me like that, I wouldn't even brought up your fucking name. You would have never been a choice for me. That's it. That's all. And we got to start honoring other women when
Yeah.
they feel slighted. It don't matter if you like them or not. You got to allow that woman to have a feeling about how she was treated, because the more you humanize other women, the more other women humanize you. Oh, y'all quiet now. Yeah, y'all ain't ready for that because
Now,
it's
if we're
typical.
talking in general, not these women, but in general, yes, I agree with you. But we're talking about these women who we've seen a pattern in history with. Quad is
But we're
she
talking
is
about Phaedra turning on
yeah,
Quad after
yeah.
Quad
And
advocated for her. Stay to the topic, Simone.
I think Dr. Jackie would have been a better advocate. If
But that's
I
not
don't
what he
know
didn't
if she had a
advocate for her
relationship
though.
with her. I just don't see Quad coming and campaigning because Quad, I honestly think she would be trying to get Phaedra off the show because she's too similar to her. But Quad is legit. I mean, not Quad. Phaedra is legit. I just, it's hard for me to believe that she advocated for Phaedra. I got to be honest with you.
But she did.
I don't know if I believe her.
But you don't have to because it happened. You're going to get left behind because the ark, Noah's ark is moving with or without you.
Who can verify it? I need someone else, third party. I'm not going to sit up here and ride in the white horse for no damn Quad. Who else can, outside of that Rottweiler sitting next to her, who else that we can trust can verify it? Why wasn't it on film? When they had this meeting, did they say where they had the meeting? Was it at one of their houses? Was it at a production studio? Where they had the meeting?
You remember Toya told Quad at the showdown, the hoedown, there was a meeting. So we know the meeting happened. Now we know that. We can't deny that because there's hints of it. And Toya tried to get everybody to apologize when they was eating barbecue. Michelle said, but don't you think that was the producers that told him, listen, we grown. The producers can tell me every day to do. Hey, can you say this about Michelle? No. I don't feel comfortable. If I truly value you, I'm not doing it. And I don't have to. That's how reality, they don't make you do. Yeah, they'll recommend it. Hey, you want to talk about this when y'all had that meeting? I don't have to say yes, and I can still have my job tomorrow. If you advocated for me, and if you got me in a situation where I'm thankful and I'm grateful, I might not, I don't know. I ain't built like that. Now, I'm not saying 10 years down the road after I've earned my keep and I know I belong there on my own accord, but coming in off the grip, you just got up in this mofo and you finna pull up in a meeting against me and you don't give me a head. Let's just say this. I understand Quad. I'm not a fan of Quad. The Phaedra didn't give her a heads up, girl. Guess who gave her a heads up? Heavenly. Listen, girl. Heavenly then took her black ass to the meeting, advocated against Quad, talked her shit against Quad, and then ran back to Quad as if she was saving the day. Even Phaedra didn't do that. Come on now, how you let Heavenly outshine you?
Pull out the tiny violin because I ain't believe. No, pull out the tiny violin because that Quad plays that all day, every day. Quad is a huge lie. Has been caught in lies. She lied so many damn times. What Toya? She done lied on Toya and the affairs. She done lied on. She is lie. She is a liar. I ain't gonna believe.
Just don't like that lady.
I don't like none of them. But I don't like none of them, honestly. But I'm looking at just what we have been seeing on our TVs. These are facts. She lied on Toya.
You said play the violin. There you go.
I need a tiny violin. That little.
Hold on. I got something for you.
Elaine is a loud mouth liar.
There you go. I'm gonna give you my cruise horn because I'm tired of it.
To me,
all right.
Quad is a liar. Phaedra, they both snakes, but Phaedra is savvy. Savvy. I do not believe.
Ain't nothing savvy about Phaedra's about.
Yes, Phaedra is savvy. She'll come up to you and cut your throat, and you won't even know your throat is cut until you see the blood.
Like she called that lady a bad bill bitch, but she whispered in the mic. So if anything, come on now, come on now. Come on now.
get beat up on the beach.
Come on now.
She ain't trying to get beat up on the beach. She don't want
Aunt Debbie. Aunt Debbie out there swinging hard. Somebody, I don't like Quad. You reap what you sow. Aunt Debbie, go to bed. Go to bed, Aunt Debbie.
Phaedra is she hires the people to do the work. She's not getting dirty. So that's why you would have to cut off her head to kill her. I mean, to kill the snake, because she's not going to get dirty. She doesn't do that. She's savvy.
But she does get dirty. Okay, I'm not going to go back and forth with you tonight, Simone.
The one time that she got dirty and it cost her was the Candy situation.
Girl, how you accuse Candy of having a sex dungeon? Come on now, quit playing.
No, I ain't taking my foot off her neck either, but I'm just saying, versus Quad, I'm gonna, as far as who I believe, and I don't know what we have seen since she's been on Married to Medicine. I just didn't see her going hard against Quad her first season on there. She just didn't. She was kind of just listening to what the other ladies, with Simone being the ringleader. Simone,
all right, we're gonna regress. Okay, Candy coming.
Talking about her that bad, she was
trying to move on, child. We're gonna move on. Candy coming in with a 2 piece of the pepper, says Quad is reaping what she sowed. I think Aunt Debbie went to bed, y'all. She took me for real.
Oh Lord,
Aunt Debbie, you ain't gotta go to bed. Okay, Denise, aka 1908, gifted one Queen Shiba Darling membership. Thank you, Denise. We appreciate you. Fit Diva 1979 coming through with a 10 piece and a pepper, says it's real, Queen. A lack of sister. Yes, it is. And Simone wants to auger. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it, for real. Simone, I am tired of you.
You wanna argue. You wanna argue. I can't argue with you. You mad.
I'm just glad. That's we just having a good time tonight, y'all. I hope y'all are enjoying the conversation. We really wanted to make it a little bit more relaxed, informal, less congested, and we may drop the link for some of y'all to come up here and just say, "Hold on, now you and Simone, y'all done got on my damn nerves." And this is what we're gonna play one more clip about heavenly. You got heavy, baby. Charlie with the 5 piece and a pepper says Phaedra was on Housewives of Dubai before being on Married to Medicine. She didn't need Quad to give, and she couldn't even do that, Charlie. So goodbye, Charlie. Charlie, go to bed.
Charlie, I see you. I see you, Charlie. I see you, Charlie. I hear you.
Go to bed, Charlie. You sleepy because you talking crazy. Charlie real sleepy. She knows she's supposed to be in the bed.
She know what's up. She know what's up.
Go to bed, Charlie.
Listen, Charlie.
Star Child member for 13 months says, love me some Queen Shiba. I love you. I love you, Miss Beverly. The Doctor of Love, thank you for the 10 piece and a pepper. Miss Queen 19, thank you. Member for 13 months says, as women, when we are trying to get in the better box, we begin judging and minimizing other women. And you shouldn't. And you shouldn't. That's why you got to fight everything to say, I'm going to give it a chance. And Phaedra should have done that. I'm going to give Quad a chance. You have to. Candy with a 2 piece and a pepper says Queens is reaping. Basically she's reaping what she sowed. Quad is reaping what she sowed. No sympathy. I got you. Charlie came back and said, no. Charlie, thank you, Charlie. You ain't going to bed. Charlie said she ain't going to bed. She up. Period. All right. So this is what we gonna do. Simone, you feel like taking questions from anybody?
What they got to question me about?
Okay, they may not like what you're talking about.
Oh,
see, that's what I'm saying. The sisterhood is fake, y'all. It's fake. It's fake. You see, she don't even want to talk to y'all. She wants you to end alive.
I go with the gut and the vibe, honey. That vibe ain't right.
End alive.
No, I ain't say
that. I don't even want to deal with y'all. I'm just saying.
Who's my back out there?
Someone, what the hell they got to talk to me about? Girl, let me get a glass of wine. I'll be right back. Y'all, give me 30 seconds. Okay, let me ask y'all this. Should we drop the link? Not you, Simone, because we know you don't want to talk to the but to the people. People, would y'all like us to drop the link? Yes or no? And while you think about it, we're going to play argue.
You wanna argue. You wanna argue. I can't argue with you. You mad. I can't argue with you. No. Look at you. Look at you. You mad. Look at you. You big man. I'm happy. Leave me alone. I'm happy. Swear.
All right. Welcome back, y'all. Simone don't want to be bothered with y'all. She said y'all ain't got nothing to ask her. But see, I'm gonna beg to differ. Let me see what they said. Do y'all want to come up? Do y'all want me to drop the link?
Look, I know what I know.
We
I
ain't
know
even
what
get
I
through
know.
everything.
I don't
Annette
know.
said yes.
You look, you ain't put some other pictures on there. You should have had Jackie in the middle. Jackie, you need to have and Simone Goofy up in the corner.
And Debbie said
Simone need
yes.
to be
They
right
want to
up
come
over
up. They
there.
said, Simone, they ain't worried about you.
No, they ain't. What they gonna
Let
tell
me say
me?
one more thing. Hold on. Let me see. They ain't worried about you. She told me they ain't got nothing to ask me. look at Heavenly. We're gonna play Heavenly real quick, y'all. Give me 1 second.
I need a drink now.
Go on and go refill real quick. I got you. I can
I
cover
got,
it.
oh my goodness.
I'm gonna play a little clip while you
I
gone.
gotta
Go ahead.
hear Elaine. Oh my
Heavenly,
God.
Go get your wine. Go ahead. I got you.
Okay.
All right. Let me play this. All right, y'all. While Simone gone, we finna listen.
Me and this little bitch might have been fighting because she came with all, like, who the fuck invited him? No. But my problem with this is, and I'm going to just show you and I'm going to just say it and take it back. That this little hoe here called me a bad body bitch or whatever she said. And even authentic, it ain't even, take this down. Take out down, Sir Darren, if you can. Take that super chat down. When I was 32, I was a brick house. How dare you talk about me being a big back when your back is big, your ass is flat. Oh, let me stop. I'm going too far. And your stomach, look, girl, is that your stomach? Is that your lip hanging low, bitch? Excuse me, I'm sorry. I said I wasn't gonna do it. You call me, and my thing is she got big back, something from Phaedra. It wasn't even authentic. But how dare you say that when your shit look like that? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do it. I'm not body shaming or nothing. Because me and this little bitch might have been fighting because she came with all, like, who the fuck invited him? No. But my problem with this is, and I'm going to just show you and I'm going to just say it and take it back. That this little hoe here called me a bad body bitch or whatever she said. And even
Heavenly jealous of that girl. Heavenly, you jealous.
She jealous of everybody.
She jealous.
Mm-hmm.
You think she jealous on Natty?
I think she jealous. But Sweet Tea been taking shots too. If you go back to Sweet Tea's IG page, when she first got engaged to Greg, she started taking shots at Quad, talking about she had to get Quad's demons out the house. What make him get you another house that can seal with demons? She been taking shots. She
Who
called
been
them
taking
women
shots?
Sweet Tea. She was calling them women old. Hell,
I know
your
you
husband
lied.
old. You knew they was old before you came on the show. Your husband old.
I know you lied.
No, ma'am. You can't see. When they started talking, I went back and found her. I stopped following her though. She been taking shots, but she get on this TV screen and act like they just. She been calling them old on the show.
Girl.
They know they old, but your husband old, baby. You was on the website looking for old rich men.
Girl, who?
Sour lemonade. Sour lemonade.
Prove it.
Girl, what website?
Prove it. Show me the
Just in
evidence.
case my people want to log on. Go ahead.
Prove it. That's all I say. Prove it.
She said it on the show.
Prove it.
She said it. Say
Prove
her and
it.
a group of her friends was
Prove
in a
it.
group to find rich old men. She said it
No,
on
I
the
ain't talking
show.
about that. I'm talking about her talking about the other women on her YouTube page or whatever you said.
And now she was on IG. She was talking about she had to get Quad's demons out the house.
I
What
know
make
you
him?
lying.
What's wrong with that?
Well, if
Yeah,
you,
what's wrong with that?
What's wrong with
what
that?
make
She
him
do
get
got
you a
demons.
new house? You can't throw shots at me and tell me how to respond, baby. I don't care who it is. You throw a shot at me,
You a new house.
you throw a shot at me, you get what you get. First of all, you wouldn't have moved me up in that house. You this rich doctor. If you had to give me an apartment, you wouldn't have never moved me, especially if I thought it was full of demons.
Let me go to Aunt Debbie. Aunt Debbie.
Hello?
Go ahead. Aunt Debbie, girl, they acting the fool tonight.
Hey, Debbie.
How y'all ladies doing on the panel? How you doing, Queen Sheba, darling?
Good.
How you
Sitting
doing?
here arguing with Simone.
Excuse me, Queen Sheba, right quick. Can I ask somebody in the chat a question?
Yes, go ahead,
Miss
girl.
Blue Dixon, whoever you are, she talking about that when you and Simone was talking. I don't know why that lady thinks she got to be right. I agree with Simone. You never answer me. What lady are you referring to? This is the
Hallelujah.
palace, and she is the queen. That's who she is. Nah, hey Debbie, you can go ahead.
Who was it, Miss Blue Who? So I can keep an
Blue
eye out.
Dixon. Don't play with my queen.
Thank you. Thank you for having my back. So she must not know. You see, you see how I share my panel, Simone, that they think you the queen up in Simone, they think this your platform. Simone.
I don't know who that lady. I don't know why that lady. What's that lady? That's the queen, baby, and it's the palace.
I like to have a good time, baby. Y'all can push back. Listen, if you up here, I like you. I don't have to click the link and let you. So we push back, have a good time. That's what we here for. We ain't no fake. Well, I'm not no fake sisterhood. Shit, come on up here and talk your shit. That's why we dropped the link. So, Miss Blue, I'm sorry you didn't know that this is my page. That's why I have to be. I'm sorry, Miss Blue, but Simone can bring it. Is she gonna be coming soon? Stay tuned. Go ahead, Aunt Deb.
Well, this is my take on that. Phaedra is a Bravo favorite, and she was on Dubai before she came to Married to Medicine. And Bravo asked her to come to Married to Medicine. My thing is this: she was a new girl on the block. Heavenly, that she owned the show, the producer of the show, the director of the show, and the villain of the show. She knew that they was having. I wouldn't be surprised if she didn't call a meeting to get rid of Quad and had all those people there.
Boom.
Then whispered in Phaedra's ear, cause Jackie done already told Heavenly what to do. Heavenly called the meeting, but then she gonna throw Phaedra under the bus. She probably done told Phaedra something. Quad said she got you on the show. And Phaedra probably said no, she didn't. That goes something she's stirring the pot on both ends.
Mm-hmm.
What you think about that, Simone, real quick before we go to Yana?
I agree and concur. Yes, I agree. 100%. This has Heavenly wrapped all around it.
Yes, it does. It got her name all over it. And Quad, she already know how Heavenly is, but she don't know how deep it runs. See, Quad is a snake too. Look what she did to Mariah.
Yeah.
Now it's a bigger snake on there, bigger than her, which is Heavenly. That's why Quad trying to latch on to the big snake to learn, but she don't know. Closer she is to that big snake, when that snake get tired of her, she gonna bite her.
Yep.
Okay, here's the problem I'm having, on Debbie, and I think only Aunt Daddy. You a Scorpio?
No man, I'm a Taurus on the cuffs of a Gemini.
Okay. Me and Debbie the only, and I'm gonna go to Yana, and then How I See It, and the Doctor of Love, and we got Uni Boo, and we got Philly Yvette. I'm coming to air all my girls up here tonight. I'm trying to figure out, Debbie, you gonna get what I'm saying, Debbie. Me and you. Who's the biggest
Okay.
snake of the two Scorpios? Phaedra or Heavenly?
Phaedra.
You said Phaedra?
I was low key, cause see, Heavenly is gutter with hers, and Phaedra is kind of subtle with hers. So I'm gonna say, since Heavenly is older, it would be Heavenly because she got more experience.
Okay, I'm gonna probably say Phaedra. Now, here's the thing about me and you, Debbie. We October Scorpios. They deem that as pure Scorpios. We're direct. We don't play the side swipe game. We're gonna hit you head on. November Scorpios will side swipe you very passively. We don't do that. I'm gonna say it's Phaedra is the deadliest snake. That's why I say I would let, if we talking about snakes and we put Quad. You know what? Let me bring all the panel up here. You remember earlier, me and Simone was here, and I said you got all snakes. You dealing with Quad and you dealing with Phaedra. Both are snakes. According to the venom you think they possess, who you want to bite you? Let Quad bite me. Now, if you're dealing with Phaedra and Heavenly, panel and chat, two snakes, who do you think has the deadliest venom? Who would you let bite you? Simone.
Wattwalla.
Simone, stop.
Who you gonna let bite you?
Heavenly.
Heavenly. Okay, Yana, who you gonna let bite you?
I would let Quiet bite me.
No. Between what's her name?
Heavenly and Faye.
Oh, Heavenly. Phaedra is sneaky. She's
amen.
Thank you. That's a deadly venom. How I See It TV. Who you gonna let bite you?
I'm gonna go with Phaedra, because I feel like Phaedra does things for TV. Heavenly does things for TV, and she's still the same person off camera, in my opinion.
Okay. And I'm gonna come back to you. The Doctor of Love. Who you gonna let bite you?
I'm gonna say Faye because Dr. Jackie is hood. Faye not. She's a little church girl. Okay.
Faye.
What?
Faye done went from church girl to stripper.
Well, y'all know originally she's church, and y'all know
Let her have
Heavenly
her
is
vote.
from the hood.
Let her have her vote. That's the pet snake she choosing. Philly Yvette.
I would say Heavenly only because Heavenly lets you know she's there.
Okay. Uni Boo.
Elaine the crocodile.
You gonna let Elaine bite you?
Yeah, because you can see, because she loud. She have a loud mouth. You can hear her before you can see her. So you get ready for that bite.
Deborah, who you gonna let bite you?
Well, you got to watch these church girls because they might be the worst of all. But me being a Scorpio, I'm going to take the worst one. Let Phaedra bite me so we can match venoms and see who live and who dies.
That makes sense.
Debbie.
You build up a resistance. That's right.
Yeah.
Right, Debbie.
And Debbie say she can cure her own self.
Yeah. That's kind of Scorpio I am.
Listen, you can suck it out and spit it out. Shit, you ain't did nothing, girl. All right. So somebody tell my Queen, I'll go with your boxer with the underbite. Girl, you don't want Benji to bite you. How about now y'all want to be crazy. Now, why would you want my dog to bite you? Hey,
Ever diagnosed with any type of like mental illness or any type of diagnosis, any type of learning disability, anything like that?
I have a crazy problem.
Now, why would you want that dog to bite you and then turn around and sue me? And he would bite because he do bite. That's the crazy part about it. All right, let's get back to it. Let's go to did Yana go or Yana drop down? Okay, How I See It TV.
Are we okay?
You up next? What are your thoughts?
Okay, so first I want to address one thing because I gave commentary on that house tour in 2023. And I didn't play the video because I don't want to get struck, but I pulled the
Hold on.
transcript.
Which one? Give me a little hint before we talk about
Sweet Tea's house tour. And what she said in the house tour, verbatim, was a part of her home was dark, it was closed off. And so she decided when she was redecorating that she was going to open it up, let some light in, because you know the light gets the demons out. She had to exercise. So now the people who felt like that was shade at Quad, y'all need to ask yourselves why y'all felt like that would be shade towards Quad. Are y'all saying that Quad's a demon? Because I don't feel like
Let's
Quad
come
was
back
on.
to it.
I don't think that Quad was on her mind when she was talking about that. I just feel like she was on some black church girl stuff. The
Okay.
light gets the demons out.
Nope.
And Quad was out that house for 5 years. So y'all really think that Dr. G was single for the 5 years before he met Sweetie?
All right, come through.
All right, we're gonna come back to it. How I See It TV.
And
We're gonna
another
come
thing,
back.
Queen
Hold on,
Shiva,
no,
I
we're gonna come
sent
back to it.
you.
'Cause I gotta go to the next one, son, Natty, but I'm gonna come back to it.
Okay.
How I See It TV. That's a really good question. I want the chat. I'm gonna let the ladies in with that one because that'll give them enough time to think about their answer. The
And I
Doctor of
sent you
Love.
a DM. I sent you a DM. I want you to check that out real quick. The receipt.
Okay. The Doctor of Love. Welcome.
Hi. Hey,
Hi.
Hi. So is the question what she just asked us?
No. You're
Oh.
here just to add to the dialogue, your thoughts. You can say what you want to say.
Okay. Well, first of all, I agree with Simone. Is that Simone? Simone, I
Okay, goodbye,
agree.
Doctor of Love. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Go ahead, girl.
I just feel like ever since Quad treated those ladies. See, they wasn't really that mad when they got rid of Mariah. Quad helped getting rid of Mariah. They was all with the smoke. But when she got on that talk show and treated them like dirt, they have not wanted her on that show since then. That's that. And then for Phaedra, Phaedra was coming back regardless. She'd already done all her little side shows and
Oh, she was getting ready to cook. She was cooking.
That had still been raw. Phaedra would have still been on.
Everybody mute up real quick. I want to make sure we let her come back. Everybody mute up.
Okay.
There she is.
Oh, okay. Till Bravo decided we about to redo all the 16 because we need to bring Portia back and all of her beautiness until it became drama. So Phaedra was coming to Bravo and coming to Married to Medicine originally because she had a 5-year contract. But then, and she was there to replace Quad. She was. And Quad knew it. Quad knew it. And that's why bring me on this Faye friend. I know her.
Look at Queen cutting her off. Look at Queen. Queen cutting her off. Mm-hmm.
No, I did not.
You weren't trying to put money. Oh, wait a minute. You weren't trying to put money in. Can you hear me or no?
Okay, everybody mute up. Hold on, pause. Because sometimes microphones can cancel each other out. So I need everybody to mute up if you're not talking. Because sometimes the microphones can cancel each other out if you're not on mute. Go ahead. Keep going. The Doctor of Love.
Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. Keep going.
Okay, so now I was saying Phaedra originally had a so-called 5-year contract with Medicine. So she was there to replace Quad. Quad knew it. Quad said, oh, bring her as my friend. You've been knowing her all these years, and you know Phaedra really didn't have the money she had. Why you ain't bring her before? You claim you and Greg been knew her. You weren't trying to help Phaedra then, but when you knew she was coming to replace you, oh, you jumping out of caskets? Like never in a million years would I do that for no amount of money. Never. That's it.
All right. Well, thank you for making it short and sweet. We appreciate you, the doctor of love. Let's go to, hold on. Now my screen is frozen. See, sometimes let's go to, hold on. Who is that? Unibu.
Hello, Queen and Partners. Can you hear me? Just want to make sure.
Yep. Keep going. I'm on mute. So we won't have no feedback.
Okay. Okay. So my thought is, Phaedra, I still think she a liar. She a lawyer. She only win one case, and she just been riding the coattail ever since. I feel like she have no tie to medicine. You know, she was Mary Cosper, the ghost, the doctor that she claimed she was, dating, and we never saw him or heard from him again. So my thought is she needs to get off the show because it's not, you know, it's married to medicine. You're not married to medicine. You're not dating to medicine. You have nothing of medicine. You're a lawyer. When it comes to Quad, she is a little extra, you know, emotional. That's fine. But I feel like sometimes she does too much. And, maybe she felt like, I think her feeling is valid. Like, if I advocate for you and you come on the show and you like having secret meetings to kick me out, like, I feel like that's foul. If that was me, yeah, I would have cussed Phaedra out real smooth. But when it comes to Elaine, I refuse to call her Dr. Heavily because there's nothing heavily about her. You cannot say foul stuff and then take it back. It's already out the open. When it comes to Elaine, I know she was locked in a room with no window, so she don't know love. She don't know how to socialize with other people. And I feel like she just needs to get I'm not for violence, but she needs to get her wig tugged real good because she talked too much crap. I mean, I understand she gave Quad a heads up, but I still wouldn't trust her because she's flip flopper. That's all. Oh, and Dr. Jackie. I did not like Dr. Jackie since season 1, and I still don't like her because she's sneaky, conniving, and very, very, very secretive. That's all. No white man.
Damn,
Gotcha.
Unibu. Why you doing like that, Unibu? You ain't got to do all that now. I knew you were gonna come up here and cook. Philly Vet, you got the
Hey,
stage.
y'all. So I'm thinking that it's somewhere in betwixt. I agree with Simone, but I also agree with you, Queen, and I'm going to tell you why. Phaedra had her contract before Quad did. So Quad, remember, last season, she did not come into the show until what, about 6, 7 episodes in? So Phaedra, I'm going to say Quad is kind of mixing up where her and Phaedra kind of fell out. Remember when they went on that girls trip and everybody was jumping on Quad? Quad was suspecting Phaedra to take up for her. And Phaedra sat at that table and agreed with the doctors. That's when it happened. I don't believe that there was any separate meeting that Phaedra had with anyone else to get Quad fired, because people were already saying Phaedra was not a good fit for Married to Medicine. And once that door opened for her to get back on Real Housewives of Atlanta, she was out of here. She was going to be out of there no matter what. I'm going to tell you who. I'm going to tell you who caused all of this and who actually it is Heavenly playing producer. She does it with all the ladies. I believe she got in Quad's ear and told her that's what happened. It was a meeting. And honestly, Heavenly is responsible for a lot of the stuff that's going on with Sweet Tea as well. Heavenly is the one who wanted to pull her on the show. Heavenly was the one pretending to be her friend in the beginning, her and Simone. All of those doctors tend to do that. Now, the situation with the doctors being with Phaedra being blamed of trying to get Quad fired, the doctors were already trying to do it. They were already trying to kick her off. So because Phaedra is leaving for the housewives, she's the convenient scapegoat. That's to me. I don't believe that there was this specific meeting where Phaedra was trying to get Quad fired.
All right.
I think that was something she was fed.
Girl. Hold on. You make a good point, Philly, because I'm looking at, as you're talking, I'm watching the comments. The chat is rolling. It's on fire. Catching up with Lala said, it's fascinating how everyone can have a different perspective on the same situation. I agree with you, Lala. And she means that as a compliment. She's saying, wow, look at the diverse thought, how everybody can look at the same situation and come out with a different thought. Now, watch this. Watch this. Philly Yvette just gave y'all the game. She just gave y'all the blueprint. What she said is, you have these elite blacks. Oh, y'all ain't, you know what? Let's go. I ain't gonna even, you know what? Let me go.
Queen, can you tag me in real quick? Because I
Hold
want
on.
to
Yeah, I'm gonna tag you in.
piggyback.
I'm gonna tag you in, but let me do my antics. Philly Yvette just cooked. She just told you how the game works. What she just said, you have this elite group of blacks. She didn't say it the way I'm saying it, but she said it in her own way, that think they're better than some of these two. Quad, Phaedra, the ones that aren't married to Madison, Sweet Tea. And all that we may fuss and fight, but at the end of the day, when it comes to y'all, we will always stand united, even though we the same race and the same gender, the fake sisterhood of it all, because they not like us. That's why it's important for women to stick together at your level. Well, I don't really do other women. You better start doing something. I don't really fuck with other women. You better start doing something. Let me tell you why. Because your help coming from the hills. You cannot make it by yourself. You need another woman to do this or that to be you need it. We all do. And if you think that you are going to elevate on a show, Sweet Tea learned Sweet Tea fucked around and found out. Let me tell you why. She came on the show and she thought all she needed was a husband. And she didn't have to do anything but walk in as a new wife. And she fucked around and she found out. And not only did they haze her, they never stopped. They've rejected her. They've refused to align themselves with her. And you know what, Sweet Tea? I'm gonna have to blame you. The game is sold, not told. When you ran up on resistance instead of pushing back, and listen, I get it, millennials. I get it, Gen Z's. When these boomers, these Gen X's ain't finna, it ain't that, baby. Learn how to play the game. I remember when somebody tried to teach me how to play the game, I was just, I ain't playing nothing. She ain't finna disrespect me. Then I was with the shits too. But I soon learned, damn, I need some allies to get to the next level. It's like extra lives in the game of Mario. You know how you win an extra life? Just in case you can't clear the obstacle course. So you gain coins, friends, sisters along the way. And the more coins you pick up, it gets you closer to an extended lifespan. That's all I'm saying. I went a little deep based off of Philly Vet, but she was cooking. So let me pause real quick and give the panel, based on what she said, a chance to react about the have and the have not. That's what she just pointed out. Debbie, what are your thoughts? That's what she just pointed out. Debbie, what are your thoughts?
I agree. The doctor's looking down on them, but if those three women, Sweet Tea, Phaedra, and Quad, had got together, they could have stood on their own. Cause see, Dr. Jackie is sneaky. She ain't gonna do nothing. She gonna try. Simone gonna be in and off the fence. That's why they send Heavenly. But see, Heavenly knew that That's why she got with Quad and turned Quad against Phaedra. She had to play it that way. Because had the three who are not doctors gotten together, because all of them do something, I guess. Well, Phaedra is a lawyer. I don't know what Sweet Tea and Quad do, but they would have had a better chance if they stuck together, because after all, doctors do think they are above and look down beneath. But those ladies could have held their own if they had stuck together and not listened to that demon, Dr. Hellish. I call her Dr. Hellish because that's
And I
what
like
she
how you
is.
said if they had stuck together, because do y'all see how Philly Yvette, she laid it out the game. She said there's the she didn't say it like I'm saying it, but she said it. There's the have and the have nots, and then Aunt Debbie's chiming in and said, "Listen, so you have the halves. You have a half that crossed over the line to the have nots, and let me poison the mind of a have not to eat up her own kind while we preserve ours. So I'm gonna go over here." And I'm a poison Quad's mind against her own. Phaedra, Sweet Tea, all of that. And we're gonna sit back and watch the show. Uni Boo, what are your thoughts? Real quick.
Okay. So I always think, no, not think. I know doctors usually have this elite attitude about they better than certain people, or even in the medical fields that certain doctors think they're better than other doctor and nurses and so far. So I can see, the three doctors, they feel like they're like up here beside Quad, Sweetie, and Phaedra because they don't feel, especially for Quad, Lord, because I don't think they feel like she has substance. I say that because it's like, what does Quad do besides talk show influencer or be on the show? Because they probably look down on her because it's like you don't really have a career, and I don't know what Sweetie do, so they don't really think she also have like a meaningful career. So of course they're gonna look down on them, and I felt like and even Toya too. But I feel like if they even Toya, Sweetie, Quad, and Phaedra, if they got together, it will kind of equal the playing field instead of just having a big group going against
Gotcha.
a small group, basically.
Gotcha. That's a good one. Lala, that's a good question. Now, Lala, I'm going to answer this and then I got to go to the next person. And ladies, let's do 30 seconds or less so that I can make sure I get to all your sisters. But be thinking about your answers. Catch Up with Lala says the real issue is why they feel comfortable discussing each other with one another. I think I may have a take on that. Sometimes your sister will come to you about the other sister to say, how should I approach this? And it may not be that way, but hey, what you think about this? Am I tripping? So that don't bother me too much. It's not how they start so much, Lala, it's how they finish that conversation. Because sometimes you do have questions as a woman. Sometimes you want to make sure you're not tripping. And you do need somebody to talk to within the same circle. Hey, could I be looking at this wrong? What are your thoughts? What is this? What is that? And then either you can redirect, you can affirm, or you can say, point out something that they haven't seen. So that part is okay to me, but it's not based on how they start. It's based on how you finish the conversation. Simone, what are your thoughts? Real quick.
I think, honestly, looking at the history, I look at history and patterns. I want to be a sister to other women, but if you have a history of having issues, I've had issues with this person, and it's typically it's the same issue. I have to look at that. I have to read that and understand that this could be the same thing. I don't understand why Quad would just believe anything that Heavenly would say. I think she should have at least tried to reach out to Phaedra to ask, what's going on. I know we talked about that earlier, but I just don't trust heavily in this situation. I think she is purposely trying to set people against each other so that she can have the upper hand in all the relationships.
Thank you, Simone. Thank you. Aunt Natty, what are your thoughts? Okay, we'll come back to Aunt Natty when she gets ready. Let me go. How I see a TV.
I think there's important part of this whole situation that a lot of people miss, because I think a lot of people didn't watch the Instagram lives last season. Phaedra wasn't underhanded. She was very clear on why she eventually kind of dropped Quad. She was very clear. She was the one bringing Quad to all the group events because nobody wanted to film with Quad. If you remember, Phaedra is the one that brought Quad into Sweet Tea's bachelorette party. Phaedra was the one that helped Quad with the whole funeral home popping out of the coffin thing. And at the funeral thing, Quad and Toya got into an altercation that was not shown. And this was discussed during one of the lives. And when that happened, Phaedra decided that everybody was mad at Phaedra because she kept bringing Quad around. And Phaedra decided, okay, because of that altercation, she was no longer going to bring Quad to the group scenes. So I think people missed that conversation during those Instagram live recaps that the cast was doing last season. So that's an important part to remember.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay, thank you for bringing that up. So did y'all hear that? She gave you a little bit more context to what's currently going on regarding the meeting. The Doctor of Love, what are your thoughts?
I agree with everyone so far. Like everyone is bringing conversation that like from different parts that now everybody memory is being refreshed and especially mine. So I do agree with what everyone is saying. And those three that you I forget her name that she brought up the first time, they are, what do you call it, the old heads. So at this point they have decided to stick together. Like I said, Quad messed up when she got on that talk show and tried to belittle them three, when they do have this thing as if, yes, I am bigger than thou. They do. But now that they are considered the old heads, it is going to be hard for anybody to take them down. And the thing is with Sweet Tea did come on here wrong because she's not that girl. She's not that hit girl, that it girl. So yeah, she shouldn't do all what she's doing. I'll just put it that way. And that's it.
Yeah. Oh, you made a good point about the old heads. I'm agree with you. I feel like I have an old head mentality where I'm gonna stick with who I came with. I'm gonna stick with who I came with, even if they turn against me. I was
Yes.
talking to a friend today. I was like, the only time you've ever heard about something is if somebody publicly came out and said, this is what's happening between me and Queen Sheba. Other than that, I'm gonna take it to the grave. Unless you put me in a position to defend myself, I ain't switching up. I ain't saying nothing different. I'm gonna ride with you all the way until you decide we're not riding together. I love the old head mentality because even if we ain't riding, we got to ride for each other when they come for us, period, point blank. So I love that you pointed that out, the Doctor of Love. Philly Yvette, what are your thoughts?
Okay, my thoughts are, for instance, the old heads, they put up with Quad because she was a fan favorite. That's the only reason why she kind of was pulled into their group. But now at this point, they feel as though they have to humble her a little bit. One of the things that I'm interested in seeing in the future, for instance, people are saying Heavenly is sort of an old head, but believe it or not, the only old heads left on that show are Simone, Jackie, and Toya. Heavenly interfered in Simone and Jackie's relationship. Those two were really close friends. So I'm wondering sooner or later if any conflict will come to head out of that. Heavenly has caused a lot of problems within the friends group, and I think sooner or later she's going to be dealt with.
I think she's on. Let me tell you something. Heavenly is on a crash out mission. Heavenly is on her way out the door. Let me tell you something about a woman that gets on the internet every day and scream and holler and fuss and fight. Something going on with that marriage. And your husband may have a biracial floating around here. Could your husband have a biracial floating around here? Hold on. Give me 1 second. Hold on, y'all. Because they say that supposedly Dr. Damon is messing with a white woman. Oh.
Yeah. Yep. That's word on the street.
I didn't know that.
That's what they say.
Yep.
Hold
Well,
on, here
let's
we go.
talk about word on the street with Dr.
Definitely doing too
Jackie
damn
and
much
Dr. Yeah.
to be a happily married woman. Hold on. Give me 1 second.
Dr.
They
Scott
said
also got one.
That's on Natty, you back?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. What are your thoughts? Because we missed you earlier.
Okay, my thoughts on the whole thing is the doctors do have a superior attitude. All doctors do. But the thing of it is, Simone, you said that she said that other people told her before Heavenly did. And she did go to Phaedra, and Phaedra lied about it at first. So Quad did do the right thing in that instance. Phaedra is just as low down and sneaky as Dr. Heavenly. Phaedra is a big liar who couldn't even remember how many months
Thank you.
pregnant she was till she was in labor. Phaedra tried to get the city to not open up one of Candy's restaurants. She kept calling the city on her. So I don't put nothing past Phaedra like I don't put nothing
Allegedly.
past Dr. Heavenly.
Boom. And let me tell you something. I'm going to say this, and y'all going to be pissed off about it, but we just going to have to talk about it and duke it out up here on the panel. I think I believe there may be a strong chance that the rumors about Dr. Damon are true. I was talking to my girlfriend today. We had a good talk. And I said, the reason why I believe it is because he wants the opposite of what he have in that house. Ladies, I don't care how educated you are, how titled you are, how holy you are, how spiritual you are, how skinny you are, how whatever you are. Don't be a hyena in your home. Heavenly is a big loudmouth. Heavenly films her podcast in her house. What I got to do with it, Queen Sheba? Let me show you an example. Watch this. Watch this. I'm gonna tell you where I'm going.
Even though I'm wrong as hell, because Quad was wrong as hell, I'm just gonna put that out there. She was wrong. She ignited them peoples. She was over there bothering them people. Now she was drunk. She was happy.
I'm not paying attention to what she's saying. But what I'm paying attention to is when she's amplified and elevated. Your husband can hear you hooping and hollering.
But ain't she in her soundproof closet?
Come on. 3, 4, 5 times.
Her husband is never there. Her
But
husband is never home.
Never
Watch
home.
this. Follow me. So you doing that hooping and hollering. He done went out and got a white woman that don't do all that hooping and hollering. Now, I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I'm just talking. Follow me. You see what I'm saying?
I follow you, Queen. I follow you. Yep.
So I get you the doctor. I get you. I'm that bitch. Don't play with my husband, bitch. And you down in the basement just hollering your ass off. And he can hear all that.
Not only in the basement, Queen, he's always having to step in between her crack with the group or whenever they're out and about. It's all the time.
So
But did y'all notice?
Before they
Did
out and
y'all
about, he hear this shit in his house. He way on the other side of the house and hear you hollering.
But
all the time.
But Queen, did you notice when she was trying to say something at that thing when Quad said she left Dr. Elmo, and then Sour Lemonade say, no, you didn't. And Heavenly said something. Dr. James looked at her and say, stay out of that. She said right up.
But he shouldn't have to tell you years and years and years because you done told Mariah F her mama. You done told Contessa F her dead mama. F that B. Don't nobody want that. That man deserve to get him a white woman at this point. I'm sorry. Good night, everybody. Thank you for pulling up. That man
You finna drop us
that
out
man
there,
deserve
Queen.
a white woman.
Queen, you ain't had to drop that bomb like that.
Queen, I believe he might
I'm
be cheating.
tired of it.
I believe he might be cheating, but I think he's smart enough to be protected because he don't want to spend out no money on child support.
Expect the divorce
tired of
decree. Expect the divorce announcement to be coming this
I'm
evening.
tired of it.
Expect the divorce announcement to come this year. His baby girl is in college now. He ain't got to worry about no child support.
Yeah, I'm
Men
tired
these
of it.
days, they are not going to leave you when they got small kids. They wait until, just like Marceau, he's waiting until a baby girl hit 18. Mariah, or whatever, what's Elaine's little girl's name or woman?
Aurora.
Aurora. She's grown. She's in college. He ain't got to pay no child support. He just have to split whatever they have in between them. He gone. Trust me, it's coming.
Yes,
Yeah, I'm
he's
2027.
going
tired
to
of
do the
it.
divorce. Heavenly says she will never leave him. He's going to divorce her.
But he gone. I'm
That's what
tired
he
of
is.
it. I'm
It's
tired of
coming.
it. Give him
He
whatever
might
back
not
money
have
he
to
wants.
divorce her because she say even if he cheated, he ain't gonna leave. She may be letting him cheat in peace.
Hold on. Stacy said her uncle did that. I'm tired of it. He went and got a white woman, all that hollering and shit and that hooping and hollering. And
Ain't no
then
He
he
been
PTSD.
had that
hey,
work
hold
wife.
on.
He been had
You
a work
reward him.
wife.
You reward him by calling him daddy. Girl, you done holler too long in his fucking ear. I'm tired of it.
And he calls her buddy.
I never
But no,
understood that.
Girl,
She
I
be
get out
daddy. He be
goddamn.
like, yeah, buddy.
Queen, you know I'm from
Girl, that's
Jamaica,
nigga
and
talk. That's nigga
Queen,
talk. Hey, what's up, bro?
Queen, you know I'm from Jamaica, and
Exactly.
I'm always telling people that in Jamaica, when we say buddy, we're talking about the male's member.
Mm.
So every time he says
really?
buddy, I just get like, wow, he's calling her a penis. Is
Yep.
what he's calling
Just
her.
Listen,
like the Queen said, where they be like, bruh. I hate when I hear guys say that to girls. Bruh. I'm like,
Bruh.
it's so disrespectful. Yeah.
hold on. You say Unibu say he called her buddy.
Mm-hmm.
Look, but
He
she be
do.
embarrassing him though on TV. Like you can tell he be cringe. Like have some conversation, he be cringe. Like he wanna melt in the seat, and she think it's funny. And it's like read the room, Elaine. I mean, you being locked in a room with no window, you should be able to read a room at this point.
Listen,
Mhm.
Just be AKA Angry Woman says he still opens the door for her. He's a gentleman. Well, a white woman taught him how to open the door.
That's
Y'all
his
was playing
work
with me tonight. That
wife.
white lady taught him how to open the door because she ain't. Listen, I'm being funny. I'm being facetious, but
Yes,
I'm also
yes, yes, yes.
teaching moments. Stop it. Heavenly, don't nobody listen. That is not sexually attractive. I'm not saying, oh, you saying I
Right.
can't be myself. Girl, don't nobody want to hear that hooping and hollering all day. Your daughters, your son, your husband. Hold on, follow me. Don't nobody
Mhm.
want to hear that all day, every day. That man is not turned on by that at all. Period. And
Yeah.
then break up fights, you getting up in people's business, you causing other couples to fight. That don't get him hard. Can we talk?
Mhm.
We can't talk. And remember, Mariah said the only reason why she didn't put his business out is because of him. He is too nice. If she had to deal with Heavenly, she would already said it.
He's very
If it was,
nice. And that's why
And that,
this nice little white lady is enjoying him.
she is. Wait a minute.
that
And rumor is it's a nurse at the hospital he works.
Exactly. Because
Mhm.
him
that
and
you know
Mariah,
what?
a husband, worked together. They
And she
did.
probably looked
Mm-hmm.
like Marla McButter.
And Dr.
I
Scott
think I
probably
might.
got her sister.
Just as plain,
Word
huh?
on the street, Dr. Scott got him one too.
Who?
Dr. Scott.
I believe it. Because
Mhm.
Kentucky
I
Oh,
do
he
too. They kind of said they were at least kind of honest about it, that he was in people's DMs and this and that. Heavenly's acting like my daddy. He would never do anything. Yeah, mm-hmm.
Now she
Mhm.
did say on her YouTube.
Creole Fontenot want to know what did Damon do. They say he got a biracial baby out there
Now
by
I
a white
believe
man.
he cheated, but I believe he's smart enough to be protected because he
N-
don't want to pay
Well,
no
right.
extra size
Right. Mm-hmm.
he's
child
so
support.
lovely. Have you ever got a cute little puppy? He a cute puppy. He ain't gonna say too much. Let me tell you something. A side chick for him will go the extra mile. She gonna hide that baby. And let me tell you something. His demeanor, she more than set up and taken care of.
You better say it.
But not
Trust
only
me.
that,
Look at
You
his
better
Queen.
say it.
demeanor. He's loving on that side chick. He's
Mhm.
probably in love with her.
Yep.
Listen, we're not talking about a Martel Ho. We're not talking about a Marceau or Marie.
Mm-hmm.
We talking about a Dr. Damon that sleeps in a different bedroom. That's the first sign.
Make it plain.
Calls her buddy. Whomever he's with, if it's true, allegedly, that man is all the way in as far as he can be
Gone.
based on his demeanor. And he's loving on that. And you say, no, don't do that. And listen, it's done. Elaine, all that hollering and shit. I know why you hollering. Them demons eating your ass up from the inside out.
But
No,
Simone
no,
touched on something that I thought about, Queen.
nobody ever talks about Dr. Heavily and Dr. Jackie being together all the time.
I said it
Nobody ever talks
earlier.
about that.
I
And
said
then
it.
really why Dr. Contessa is mad she couldn't be part of it. Let's talk about it.
Okay, no, let's back up. I talked about
Yep.
somebody brought up Curtis being in the DR. I said that's why Dr. Jackie, and I'm not talking about no lesbo stuff, but I said that's why, because if you think of human psychology, let's talk about the level of human psychology that most people get misconstrued. Do you know you can condition yourself to put up with anything if you have what you need? Pause. You can condition yourself to put up with anything if you have what you need. If I have the money to be able to go out to eat, go with my girls, go on vacation, and he's not here, even because when he's here, if he's mistreating me, but when he's not here, I already know what time it is. But I've started to settle into a situation where I know he's probably cheating. I'm not going to ask because I'm not ready for the answer. But guess what? I get to film Married to Medicine. I get to go out with Simone. I get to hang out with Dr. Heavenly. I get to serve my patients. Watch this. This is a true fact. Human psychology. I get to be recognized for the woman that I am in the medical community. I get to have a good time on Bravo. All of my needs are met. You don't have to be married for your needs to be met. Let me just say
I
that.
get to hide men. I get to hide men
Because I
as
don't
my
think she like him
patients.
either. I don't think Jackie
And
like Curtis.
let me break it down though. And I'm going to say, like, even deeper. Jackie, she's the main one who thinks she's above it all. Heavenly is her tool to be as messy as she would like to be, but she wants to keep that image that she has it all together and that she's above it all.
She is above it all, in her opinion. She's a doctor that has been able to manifest a disconnection that's so deep that she can talk about you as a patient, as a Black woman, and say, you don't deserve a day off. Listen, pause. Think about what I'm saying. This is real life. There are women that are able to detach and don't feel shit. But I blame Curtis. Let me tell you why. Because there was a point a few seasons back where Dr. Jackie was relatable. She was human. She had a glow in her eyes. She was a lifeline for women. She was a joy to watch. That lady is empty. He sucked everything out of her, I think, when he refused to allow her to, number one, agree to have a baby with her because he got kids. He got kids. Now she's contributed to his children's life financially, and you deny her the ability to be able to even adopt after she survived cancer. I ain't gonna lie, ladies.
They do have adopted kids.
No, they don't.
No, they don't. It's his
They do.
children, his daughters.
No,
It's
they
his
do in
daughter.
They
Ghana.
don't.
They
Those are
do have 2
nieces.
adopted sons in
No,
Ghana.
ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Told her
He didn't
no.
raise those kids. If they're in Ghana, she didn't raise them. She
He
wanted a
told
kid
her.
that could be
He
home with her
contributed.
and she could raise from a baby. He didn't want to do it.
He
He
didn't
told
want
her
his
no to
wife.
adoption.
That lady just beat. If you understand breast cancer,
No to
it takes on the
surrogacy.
most aggressive form in Black women, and she beat it. And she said she didn't have kids, she didn't have that, but she was giving all of her money financially to what he had produced before he met her, and he told her absolutely not. I couldn't stand him after that because that was cruel to me. And then that tells me she was a good wife to him up to a certain point, because let me tell you the kind of wife I would have been. I would have went and got me a baby.
Me too.
Now,
Thank
Exactly.
you. Thank
Some
you.
He could have
they would
left.
have let her adopt with which her profession, and they would have let her adopt by herself. She didn't need him to adopt at all.
She
I'm
wanted to do
Debbie. What's your
surrogacy
thought?
first before even adoption. And he said
Yeah.
no to all of it.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Said no.
He
What you think,
he
ain't that?
also said no to her moving out of that house. Remember, one season she
I
talked to him
remember.
about wanting to move out of that
Yeah.
house, and he also said no to that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But can I tell you, that's
Hold
part
on.
of when you
Let
allow
Aunt Debbie
supposed.
get in here real quick, y'all. Real
Okay.
quick. Aunt Debbie, you there?
I'm here. Yes.
What are your thoughts on Curtis denying Jackie? You know, she's worked so hard. Him and her, he been married before her. He done had kids before her, and then she's working. She a AKA. She get diagnosed with cancer, which prohibits her ability to produce fertility. Which is why I think she exploits other women's infertility, which is a nasty game. But let's talk about it. So then she goes to him and say, "I want to adopt," and he says, "Absolutely not." And he got kids. But what are your thoughts about all that?
When she left him, when they broke up at that time,
No,
She did leave him for a little bit. Yes, she did.
but
she
not at
did.
that time when she wanted the baby.
Wait a minute. Just let me finish.
Okay, go ahead.
When she left that man, I would have went and got me a baby then.
Thank
Either
you.
you accept me and mine, or you don't have to come back. After all, she don't need him to have a baby. She can take and provide for a baby herself. And I felt like when she separated from him, if she wanted a baby, she should have got that baby. She don't need his permission to do anything. He not with her no way. He spend his time elsewhere.
With his other family in the Dominican Republic, allegedly. Probably
And
got
can I?
another baby over there.
I
She
agree.
has the right to do and get a baby if that's what she wanted. If she had a baby, she'd be more loving. Right now, that lady is suffering. That's
She's
why
bitter because of it. Yeah, I agree.
she's suffering. That's why she
Mhm.
over there trauma bonding with Dr. Hellish. Dr. Hellish man ain't coming home. He got somebody else. And Dr. Hellish know it. And anytime a man call you buddy, ain't no love there. You just a buddy. You just a buddy. Roommate friend. That tell you right there. Men, when men say things like that, read to what they saying. Listen to them. When they call you buddy, you're not no woman that they in love with.
Y'all know
You're
what
not
I
even a
kind of.
girlfriend.
Y'all want to know what I kind of think on the down low? I
What?
think Emily been sneaking too, y'all.
That's what I've been saying about those two.
I think Emily been
Women are
tipping too.
sneaky, and especially to me, them two. Okay? And
I
But
ain't
that's
talking
Dr.
why
about with
Hellish done
each
lost
other.
her mind. I'm gonna tell you something. Dr. Hellish done lost her mind.
I think so
All
too,
she
Aunt
need
Debbie.
is a
I think she
A
gone.
swift hit. Yeah, she gone. Soon as that man leave her, she gonna be over the damn edge.
She
She
would
gone.
be.
I think
She
Emily is
gone.
still suffering from childhood trauma.
Thank you. Let me tell you, can I talk about crazy? Let's talk about crazy. Let me tell you something. Every woman, we've been so conditioned because you're a woman, you're right. Because you're a woman, you're feminine. Because you're a woman, you're soft. Because you're a woman, you deserve to be treated right. Some of you are hellhounds, Afghan hounds, pit bulls, Rottweilers. Shit, I don't even want to
Oh,
be your friend.
Queen.
I'm scared of you. I don't even want you in my house. Period. Point. Sleeping with one eye open. But let me tell you something. A lot of women are fucked up. And we don't talk about it. They fucked up in friendship. They're fucked up coworkers. You got to take a deep breath before you even approach them, because you don't know what you're gonna get. Imagine a man if they acting like that with you as a woman, times that by 1,000 with a man. Oh, bitch, you crazy. You real crazy. Heavenly is gone. And let me tell you why she gone now more than ever. Because she realizes her husband is gone. Let me tell you something about a heavenly. When you've been cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs all your life and you've been shut in, like the sick and shut in a church with no windows and no nothing, and you get a man that's a doctor that's willing to love you, and he can't love you to healing, and you still acting up. He's telling you leave them people alone. You messed up his relationship with Dr. G. You all up in people's faces. At some point, when he get ready to leave, you realize as a woman, I'm crazy. I'm fucked up. I am the problem. So instead of admitting it, you go down to that basement like she is, like y'all call it basement Billy, basement heavily. You turn on that microphone and you scream. That's all she's doing is screaming. That man is tired. He's on his way out. Love don't live here anymore. And I said it.
Exactly.
Queen Sheba, have you ever been on a couples trip
Yes.
and one of the
It probably will
husbands
never go on one again. How about that?
wait, let me tell you, one of the husbands gets behind you and takes a picture with his hands on the below your waist?
Who did that?
Curtis and Dr. Heavenly.
What happened?
They went on a couples trip, I guess, to Ghana. And there's a photo of Curtis. It's Heavenly, Curtis, Damon, and Jackie in the picture. But Curtis is behind Heavenly with his hand on her lower back.
He don't want her. He
Yeah,
don't want
they
her.
always dancing together and they touchy
Yeah.
touchy, all of them.
He don't want
Yeah.
Heavenly.
Yeah,
He don't want Heavenly.
Nobody wants
I
to
said she
Nobody
was
want
sneaking,
Heavenly.
but she ain't sneaking
That's
with
right.
Curtis.
Like Mariah said, that Bruce
How
wrong.
else
Yeah.
the TV? I
I don't
ain't
think they
mad.
want each
He
other,
might not
Queen.
want her, but I felt that was highly inappropriate.
Well,
Yeah,
he
but
pulled
sometimes you gotta
Toya
pick
down
your
on his
battles as
lap.
a wife and be like, child, they ain't gonna. I ain't finna get on
Yeah,
my
he
husband.
did pull
He
Toya down
pulled
It's
on
like
his
that
Toya
in
lap.
on his
He
love.
lap.
sure did.
That
Yeah,
was
he
different.
did
Yep. He
that
pulled her. He grabbed her by the waist and pulled her down on his
on
lap.
his lap.
It's like petting
And
a
guess what?
dog.
And
Let
Jackie
that
was
man pet
mad
that
at
dog.
Toya. Jackie was mad at Toya and not her husband.
Yeah.
I would
So we
just let him pet Heavenly. Cause at some point you gotta trust your man now. You gotta like, nah, he just being polite. Cause what you gonna do with your hands? Most people do
they all
touch
flirt.
on a
Yeah,
photo.
they all
Think
flirt.
about it when we're together. I touch. I'm gonna
Yeah,
touch you
when
by
people tell you to get closer together, you put your arms
yes.
around people. Yeah, but like you got to get in close to get this picture. Yeah, true.
Most people naturally touch. Now, you got to be able to use a little bit of common sense to be like, they're not, listen, it's got to be a special kind gunning for Heavenly. I want that.
Mhm.
I want
I'm
that.
sorry, Queen, but sometimes there be some strange bedfellows.
And
Sometimes you
I'm
can't put
saying,
these bad people.
No, I don't think neither one of them want each other.
I don't think
I've
so
seen
either.
Stranger Things.
Exactly.
I don't think nobody want Heavenly in that group. Not in that
And
group.
can I speak on how crazy Dr. Heavenly is since you talked about it, Queen?
Sure, go ahead.
So
Who's
I
talking?
don't know if
Announce
you
so
guys
they can know.
notice every single time what is Dr. Damon, Heavenly stop. Buddy stop. Buddy stop. Now, the craziness is how she really just quiet. You know, that is beyond crazy to me because when they in that house or somewhere else, Dr. Damon better not say one word to Heavenly because he will get his head chewed off. And the way she plays on this TV is a pure crazy mess. Buddy, buddy, okay. And that
That
quiet, like,
sweet
stop
baby
playing.
voice she used, that baby voice.
She
I
playing for
think
the
it's
other
the
woman.
opposite.
Let me tell y'all how the game goes. She playing
Oh
for the
my
other
goodness.
woman.
Mm-hmm.
Let me tell you something. I think I'm gonna tell you, he's solid as a man. I don't condone his cheating if he is alleged,
Hmm.
and I hate to say this. Oh, be careful, Queen Sheba. Be careful. Cause you know you be having your haters listen. Okay, I know. But anywho, I think that man tries. Some men do try with women. Dr. Heavenly needs a lot of help. Heavenly help. Heavenly hands. Heavenly hands. Não showed ain't get cure. Não showed ain't get cure to lay hands on her. Listen, Dr. Heavenly is hellish on wheels. Do you see how she emasculated her son in that dental practice and then finished it with bang?
Yes.
Listen, that man isn't as quiet as she thinks he is. That's just
True.
the position he took with her. I bet he's a gem. I bet that white woman enjoy him. I bet they have a good time. I bet they go to trampoline jumping. I bet they laugh. I ain't trying to be funny, but I'm waking somebody up in the chat to say, let me be nice to my husband. You
I
better.
know that's right.
You better.
Now he ain't
It's
jumping
the
on no
truth.
trampolines.
I'm
Yes,
going to
he
tell
is.
you, I'm
Yes,
going
he
to tell
is.
you honestly, especially with educated black men, these white women know exactly what they're doing.
Thank you.
They go after them. And it's like you have to keep your head on a swivel, whether you're married or not, whether he's your boyfriend, fiance, husband, they will go after them.
Okay, I ain't gonna put it on them. Two Latrice came out the
Yeah,
bush.
two. It takes
My
two. It
moderator.
takes two. It's true.
My moderator came out the bushes. Listen, stop. Let's not make these men helpless. Let's stop it.
Yeah, it's the truth.
Let's
That is
assist them
true.
with responsibility where it belongs. He's going outside his marriage for comfort, if it's true.
Mhm.
Let's pause. Let's talk about it. Let's not blame the white woman. We're gonna blame the black man that's married to the black woman. Y'all say hold the nigga responsible, so we gonna hold the niggas responsible tonight.
Truth.
Let me just tell you, the nigga tired. Bravo tired. Everybody tired. Carlos tired. When everybody tired working with Dr. Heavenly,
Oh,
there's
Carlos ain't tired. He used her like Dr. Jackie do.
Yep. Two
He
pieces of a
ain't
pie.
tired.
That
there's
chaos,
no
they love it.
ounce of femininity left. It's
Mhm.
gone.
I
It's
bet you got
gone.
tired.
And that's why Bravo really want to get rid of her because she would not listen to them about coming off of that Madness Monday or whatever that Monday called. That is why Bravo really wants to get rid of her. And they say she in the last seat this year with the um reunion show.
He gonna be
And I
gone if
think
he haven't
probably
already.
because of what she did with Carlos too. That's sort of like a little bit of a betrayal here. You're allowing someone to talk about the network you work for. Like, how does that work out?
She didn't betray, but I want to go back to her and her husband. He's
Yeah.
that man gone, y'all. And listen, I don't condone cheating. I don't. But I there is a sweet spot where you need to get it right if you think he's on his way out. And you hollering in that basement, picking fights, putting your husband up against his friend, being all masculine on it. And what I mean by masculine is getting all up in men's faces. You got up all up in Dr. G face. All up in that man face. Heavenly is a cripple to herself.
True.
She
True.
is. I don't
They
give a
said
damn.
the men hang together tight outside of the show. The men's group were very tight.
That's it. I'm
Because of problems. True.
Dr. Heavenly, like her husband is checked out of that relationship. They say he don't sleep in the bed with her. God forgive me if I'm wrong, Father. Please correct me immediately so I don't ever make this kind of content again. But in the name of Jesus, Father God, I hope somebody gets the message tonight that needs it. If you are a mean little witch to your husband, stop it. Stop it. Because he will find. I don't care if you think she ugly. Baby, don't no man care about if she ugly. He looking for a soft place to land. I'm not talking about sex. I'm talking about the opposite of what
Peace.
you are.
True.
He need peace,
Mhm.
tranquility, quietness.
But
Stop.
there's a lot of married people that does not sleep in the
He
same
don't
bed.
love her. Just talking about he love her dirty jaws. No, he don't. He doing what he need to do on camera. He tired of her ass. They don't even sleep in the same room, girl.
You
I
hear me,
think
Queen
though,
Sheba?
those
That
SWAT men, they rule with an iron fence at the house.
Who?
Those
It's
SWAT men.
so. Oh wow.
Girl, don't be in his own room.
The
Uh,
wild ones be the quiet one. I'm telling you,
could
experience.
we take a poll to
He
see
with his
about
white woman. He ain't
I'm not.
worried about her big
I
mouth ass.
The, on-
well, what? Don't get me
the
wrong.
only
People
person I've
think I'm
seen check
saying
heavily is her daughter. Alora has her ticket. She's the
you.
only one who seems to check her.
Very kindly.
well,
Hmm.
let's talk
Well,
about
do
why
anybody know
Allure
Dr. Damon sign?
well, let's talk about why Allure is no longer at in Florida at that college.
She probably don't
Hmm.
want to be.
Uh-oh.
No, let's and we gotta end, y'all. Can
Okay,
you
sorry.
say real quick? Because we gotta go. I don't think it's important why she's not there. She's a kid.
Yeah.
Unless you know something we don't. Hello?
Well, we're here. We'll
Something
talk about
happened?
it next time.
I mean, is it a big deal or is it just
I mean, it's like you say, 20-year-old stuff. Yeah.
just say it? Say it.
Put in the back chat.
Yeah.
Is she trapping somebody like her mama did? Like her mama said she did
Yeah,
Damon?
drop it. Let's go.
She saying she
Don't make
pregnant.
us look. Don't make us look. Don't do that now.
She
Don't put
saying
it in
she
the back chat.
pregnant.
Mm.
That what?
Oh, is this a fact or is it rumor? Now you can't go
I would
quiet.
say rumor
Ooh.
until after spring break next month. I feel like maybe I'll know more.
I
Oh,
got
wow.
you. Okay.
Wow.
All right. Okay,
Okay.
we're gonna leave that off for now. How about that?
Okay.
Okay. Just for now. Just for now. Just for now. Okay, they saying rumor. Okay, we'll leave it alone.
Yeah.
We'll leave it alone.
Allegedly.
But overall, ladies, when it comes to the thought of sisterhood, and we got to go to bed now. This was thank you, Simone. Let's give Simone a round of applause.
You did your big
Yes,
one,
Simone.
Simone.
Thank
Thank
you.
You
you.
made the lady think this was
Hey,
your house. I had to let her know
yes,
this was
Simone.
Queen's house.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
There's your big one.
So with that being, as you think about the just everything that comes with your life, your reality is reality. They just happen to call it reality TV because that's what you tune in. But if we take off the TV, reality can apply to you, me, and everybody that's tuned in. So as it relates to your reality and the thought of the heartbreaks, the sisterhood, the friendships, the connections you tried to make, and all of a sudden another woman is just like flips up. What do y'all call it? Not flips up. They flip the script. That's what y'all call it. Flip the script on you, switch up on you. The fake sisterhood of it all. That's why men laugh. I was talking to a friend today. I said, you see how gay men are aligned against black women? We'll use you to get on a reality show. Girl, I'll do your makeup. I'll help you. But at the end of the day, men stand united in spite of their sexual orientation, their race, because there is a code. And men also stand united if they are not gay, because they'll separate you and start sleeping with you even when they're married to you, and it could be your best friend. They understand that women are not loyal to each other. They understand that you're fickle. They understand you have no allegiance, no alliance to you, anybody outside of anyone else except yourself. Even though you say, no, we need to da 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 da. Shit, let's test that theory. Watch me penetrate that wall. Watch me break up this shit real quick when it comes to that one and this one and this one. And most women don't pass the test, not even a sniff test. You can't even befriend a woman. You find out deeper. You hear women every day say, no, I got screwed over. I'm not willing to try over again. I'd rather sit over here by myself. You can't, sis. You can't. Well, what do? I don't know, but you better figure it out real quick if the key is success. So, based on everything we've talked about, the sisterhood, real or fake, what are your final thoughts? And we got to do it in 30 seconds or less. Let me go to the doctor of love.
Okay, well, I'm typing. First, I don't think that her husband is going anywhere. And the sisterhood, I love a sisterhood. I am an only child. I love a sisterhood. Yes.
All right. Thank you. I like it. Short and sweet. Philly Yvette.
Me, I think sisterhood and friendship are two different things. People have to know you don't have to necessarily like a person to be sisterly or be a friend. They have relationships of convenience. I don't think they're sisters or they're friends. That's all I have to say.
Thank you. Everybody mute up. Okay, let's go to Uni Boo. Sisterhood, Uni Boo, what are your final thoughts?
Final thought on that show. I don't think there's no sisterhood. It's just everybody for themselves. But I think in real life, we are fickle and we do need to work on sisterhood because we are quick to go against each other for men. That's my final thought.
Thank you. Thank you. I love it. Let's go to How I See It TV.
On the show, it's
Or
fake.
in real life. It don't have to
Okay.
be specific to the show. It could just be in period.
Then in real life, it can be both. It can be real, it can be fake. I think it all depends on context, intentions of the people involved, and the actions of the people involved. If it's a real sisterhood, then it's gonna be supportive. It's going to be empowering. We're gonna share experiences. We're gonna lift each other up. But if it's fake, then everything is going to be more of people being ally, not performative. It's going to be more performative, and people having cliques within the sisterhood, competition and gossip and all of that. So it can be real or fake, depending on the people involved.
Thank you. Thank you. Let's go to a Natty.
Sisterhood and friendship is different. I can know you and not be friends with you and still cheer you on, be proud of your success. And even if I don't contribute it, don't try to undermine it. I have 3 friends and I've had them for over 50 years. We have a solid friendship, but I have a sisterhood with many. That's my final thought.
Oh, that's a good one. Let me go to Simone Wealthy.
As a only child myself, as the other caller, I choose my friends very wisely. I'm not quick to call anyone a friend. Sisterhood, I think they kind of run parallel to each other. I think it's important to, you do have to take chances. You have to open up. You have to try at least, but make wise decisions. If you see someone is not moving properly, moving file, talk to them and see, how that goes. And if they continue to do it, you know what you have to do. But yeah, continue, at least trying to be a friend and a sister to your fellow, especially Black females.
Nice, nice. And Debbie.
On Married to Medicine, I think they sisterhood is fake. In real life, I feel like I found a sisterhood here at the palace. I might not know my sisters, but I can feel the love, how they pour into me, how they share and care, and being forgiving. And they can put themselves in your place and respect your feelings. They there, you can lean on them when you need to, and you can love on them. That's a real sisterhood. It's a better than a friendship. And I'm just glad to be around my sisters when I come to the palace.
Thank you.
That's beautiful.
It was. And I hope I didn't cut you off. I
No,
just
we
want
love
that
you,
to marinate,
Debbie.
y'all. We just take a quick second so that I can see through the chat. I know some of you are laying in bed, but I believe I was watching like something long time ago, and it says your final thoughts before you go to sleep. It shakes your soul in your dreams. So that's why I pause a second so that you can get all of this goodness regarding sisterhood, what it's supposed to be compared to what you know it to be or what your experiences have been, whether positive or negative. I'm just going to tell you that. Can I be honest with if I can be completely honest, you got to get out of your head. You are your own worst enemy. Most people, not all, but most people want to see you do well. And I'm going to let that marinate. Most people wish to see you do well. They may not say it. They may not call and check on you every day. They may not have a word for you because they're formulating their own lives. They're navigating their own situations. They may not have every moment to reassure you, but most people want to see you do well. And if you don't carry anything else, but you carry that, give your sister the benefit of the doubt. Always lean in with the benefit of the doubt as opposed to the negative. Everything ain't about you. Sometimes people do things because that's just how they were geared and raised. It has absolutely nothing to do with you. And if we start to lean in a little bit more with the benefit of the doubt, if we start to lean in a little bit more with the power of the pause and love, Black women, vulnerability looks so good on you when you just pause and you lean in with love as opposed to fear and aggression and shut out attitude. The sick and the shut in. I'ma shut this down. I'ma shut that down. Don't do this over here. Don't do that over here. What are all of that? Doesn't sow seeds of love. All of that backstabbing. If she helped you to get on, Phaedra should have been the last one to attend that meeting. Stop doing that to each other. I know you want to be on, but don't want to be on so bad that you defy your relationships. Because this too shall pass. And one day you'll find yourself looking back and say, damn, I fucked up. That was some whole shit I did. That was, you know what? I was wrong as fuck for that. That girl really trusted me. And because my thoughts got the best of me, my experiences got the best of me, I was in survival mode. I wasn't even thriving and blooming as the flower that God called me to be. I was just on some survival, defensive mechanism. I didn't know what I was feeling. It was different. I didn't like it. It made me feel uncomfortable. And as a result, I'm a lean against you as opposed to for you because that's what the crowd is doing. And that's what Phaedra did. Quad is hurt. Phaedra's hurt. Heavenly's hurt. I like to see happy Black women, not fake Black women, but happy Black women that are navigating tough situations. You see what I'm saying? None of us are perfect. But if you can continue to lean in for other women like you lean in for yourself, you good. So if it don't work out, you good. Sis, I gave you everything that I would give myself. I'm good. I have no regrets. That's on you. You'll wake up one day. God will tap you on your shoulder and you say, well, why, Lord? I sent you your ace and not your joker. Jokers are tricky. I sent you an ace. You refused to get on the bus. You didn't like it. You woke up one day, you wanted to change shit instead of going with the flow. I ain't saying God gonna say it like that, but I'm saying sometimes you just gotta surrender yourself to everything that's different. Everything that's different in your life, because that could be your ship. That could be your answer. That could be your help that cometh from the hills. And that ain't just for you. That's a message for me. I have to push through everything I feel every day. Every day. Do I trust this one? Do I trust that one? Do I not? And God say, peace, be still. Connect with me. I'll show you. 92%. Rest in it. Busy about your purpose, but with love, with grace, with openness. As sharp as a serpent, but as gentle as a dove. And that's what I leave you all with. It has been a phenomenal panel tonight. Thank you to all of the beautiful women. Thank you to Simone Wealthy that was willing to come up and tackle this conversation for me. Thank you to all of the 700 plus of you that decided to ride with us. We didn't waver on numbers. It was a hell of a conversation. We're going to have more. Thank you, ladies. You are the real deal. God bless you all.
Have a good evening. Thank you.
Good night, ladies. Good night, Queen.
Good night, Palace. Good night, Queen.
All right. Good night, everybody. Thank you. And there you have it, y'all. Good night. Take that to bed with you tonight. As you begin to formulate how you can move better as a friend, how you can, and sometimes you're not in a position of a friend. Sometimes you're just formulating a sisterhood. And then the sisters have to choose who they want to be their friend. And that's okay too. Be kind to each other. And that's what I leave you with.